everybody, and welcome. Scarlet joke noises. Everybody, welcome to SciFi Vision Presents Skull Spirit Split River Keys for February 12th. We're going to be talking about the 5th episode today. I may not be talking a whole lot because I have a migraine, but I'm doing what I can. And hopefully you guys will be talkative and can fill in if I get quiet. But my Ubrelli is starting to work. So hopefully pretty soon it'll kick in. But I did take it, so it should start working a little better. But thank you everybody for coming. Please make sure you like the video, hype it if you can, and subscribe to SciFi Vision. And so we just got done watching this at the watch party. That's the other thing. If I always forget to say, if you haven't, please make sure you join our Discord. The link is in the chat. We have our schedule and everything will go up there. And also when we do our watch parties, which we do at 9:30 before we do this live. Hey, Dieter, you change your name like every time I turn around. Between you and Fletcher, you always got a different name.
Well, that's his from name.
No, yeah, I know, but it changes all the time.
Let me tell you something. I don't know if I was the only one when Quinn started pulling that blanket off that kid. I thought the kid was going to be like Ankui.
I started doing the same thing.
It's been getting pretty frummy. It's been getting pretty frummy with the cave painting and stuff. The red bodies and all that.
Exactly. The red on the wall made me think of the cave paintings. Exactly.
Yeah. And dead children.
It had a poltergeist feel to it too. This episode, and like a couple episodes ago, was like very yellow jackety. So it's like going through a lot of the our favorite supernatural horror shows that we watch.
Yeah, no, it does. Sorry, no, I was waiting for you guys to talk. I was saying about Discord, and then I lost track of what I was saying.
Yes.
I was just saying, everybody join our Discord if you haven't. Was what I was saying. What did you guys think about this episode? I liked it, but what did you think?
I really liked it. I thought this had a lot in it. I thought this was probably the best episode yet. But we got more questions, and we got quite a bit of answers, or at least things that are leading towards an answer. So I really like this episode, but it did bring up quite a bit more questions, especially at the end. And I don't know. I'm really liking it. We're halfway through the season, or a little over halfway through the season, and we still got a lot to go.
Yeah. What about you, Scarlet?
I thought it started hitting on the creepy button really hard, turning up the creep till like about 11.
True.
I liked episode 4 better than this one, but I mean, I guess I like the more optimistic dance sequences that I like the creepy children.
Well, yeah, that was a really good scene. You can't get over the.
And then I was like with From, I was like another child sacrifice.
I like the whole Slender Man aspect of it, and like the mind melding, and the fact that Wally even used that terminology. Like I was like so alert and into it at that point, and it just had my mind going. I loved it.
Yeah, I really like that and this is kind of the same thing I liked when they did with Yellow Jackets. I like that they have sort of that more supernatural bent that they're kind of leaning into a little bit. I like when they do that. Hey, Lori, Kimberly, welcome.
I thought you were going to say it was Yellow Jackets, like it was a mixture of dark comedy and then really weird horror.
Yeah, some.
But like the comedy brings you up, and you're like, that's what good shows do. They bring you and make you feel something, and then they make you feel scared like the next second.
Do you guys both of you watched American Horror Story, right? Do you remember the carnival season? It kind of gave me that feel with the festival when they were going into the different tents.
Yeah.
So.
No, I do not. But I do know that the one that did the reading was Karen Carnival, and I went into the credits and I didn't see it pop up, but I am like, I am sure that is her. So yeah, she was on.
What has she been in?
She was in X-Files, is where I originally knew her from, and she was in the new X-Files because I had interviewed her for, but she also was in Snowpiercer. She'd done some different things.
Oh, Snowpiercer.
But I couldn't, it wasn't in the credits though, so then it makes me second guess myself, but I know that I know enough about my X-File history that it's not there for some reason.
I'm confused by their credits because they have several characters listed by 2 names. The janitors listed by Mr. South and Mr. Smith. Kristen is both Kristen and Kirsten. I mean, there's
Where's
a lot of people. Yeah.
When you say it's listed, what do you mean? Where at? You
Like on
mean
IMDb.
Okay, see, I was talking about in the credits at the end of the episode.
Yeah, that's
But
where I
yeah.
have to kind of check it because I think sometimes they might have some people like Teo, like he was like maybe an extra in one of the episodes where he's looking through the window, but then he had, he had words, he had like he had lines, and then they put him in the credits,
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, no,
some
Internet
of the
Movie
characters
Database.
are like that.
Sorry, Internet Movie
Yeah.
Database. So you can't always trust. But I looked. It was Karen Carnival. It just wasn't. When I looked at the end of the episode, I didn't see it. I might have missed it. It's hard to get sometimes every frame on the thing that I used to capture it. It might have just skipped it. But
They might keep it as a surprise to the credits and not put it on IMDb.
yeah, no, I mean it's on IMDb. I meant it wasn't
Oh.
in. I didn't see it in the. I didn't see it in the ones on the screen, but I might have missed it.
I always just look at the credits, and then people debate me on the credits, and it's weird because the credits are the credits.
Yeah, the credits on the TV are usually correct, but it might have missed it. I might have missed it. It could definitely be my fault.
Well, I think some of those name changes could have been the pilot to the regular series too, because some people they tweak a few of the things when they, get it going for a season.
Yeah, things do change. You never know.
Like Mr. South is a lot more exciting and hellish than Mr. Smith,
Yeah,
Mr. South.
Considering
What
that
did they
they're
call
going
the helmet?
south
They
into
call
the basement, right? The play on words with his name too.
yeah.
I couldn't remember what they called it. Oh, they called it Saint Hellhole in this episode instead of the Hellmouth. So I think forevermore I'll be mentioning the hole as Saint Hellhole.
Saint Hellhole.
Because that's what Wally said.
Yeah, Saint Hellhole.
Saint Hellhole. I have to
That's
remember
the
that.
wrestler.
I like the name too. This episode's called Raiders of the Lost Scar. The way they do the episode titles reminds me how they used to do Being Human. They have some kind of pop culture reference in that they've changed.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Kimberly says, "Sorry guys, if I'm really slow.
That's
Can't
okay.
see. No, it's just I'm dizzy
That's fine,
because of my
too.
migraine and I can't see really well. So the one thing I was sort of hoping for with the tarot card lady was for her to do a reading on Maddie and speak something to her about being in 2 dimensions. I did think they were going to have her do a reading on her.
I thought she was going to see Charlie.
Yeah, I thought that too.
Yeah,
So
like
yeah,
who's that kid? Who's that kid? And they're like, what?
Well, maybe they'll come back when we come back the next episode and we'll find out she saw him and she just didn't say anything. Who knows?
Yeah, that tarot reading was really weird. They picked a card and it's like a wand, and I'm like, which wand? There's 14 wands in a tarot deck.
Well, Scarlet, 95% of the people watching the show doesn't know that.
It's the internet. You can look it up.
No, I mean that's great.
14 of them.
I'm just saying, most people that like me are
Yeah,
like.
it would have been cooler. She'd been like 10 of wands, or something.
I was mad that they didn't show it. I was expecting to see it. You know what I mean? And they didn't really show it.
They could have made a couple cool cards for the show, like their own cards.
From did. We saw Tilly with her tarot cards, and we saw a couple of them.
Barely saw it.
Barely, but still. Here I was like, we didn't even get to see the card she flipped.
Yeah.
You
That
know
would
what
have been cool.
people
That
do?
would have given a cool aspect to the show, I think.
It would have. I've
Agreed.
often thought it would be fun to make tarot cards, like based on the different. I mean, I don't know the stuff about tarot cards, but to make designs for them, I mean, I had some of the fantasy designs I had made. I don't know now. I guess it's been about a year ago. There was a couple of them I really thought it reminded me of tarot cards. They came out pretty cool. It would be fun to make.
Yeah, some shows have them. Like Penny Dreadful had their own tarot cards.
Mm.
I don't know.
I also picked up some Yellow Jackets cards on Etsy.
Oh, very cool. Very cool.
They're kind of expensive and pricey, but there's an adult deck and a teen deck, and I got them both.
Oh, that's cool. I need to get some Yellow Jacket stuff. My Christmas money went towards Shield stuff, so I ran out. But I do need to get some Yellow Jacket stuff.
Yeah.
I do not have any.
But they could have just made an Oracle deck, too. A lot of people just use Oracle decks, which are less than the 78 tarot deck.
I have an Amy Brown deck of, I don't know if it's fairies or, I forget if it's fairies or mermaids, but I have an Amy Brown deck. Not that anybody cares, but it's a tarot card deck. It's not. I don't know if you can actually use it for tarot or not, but that's
what is it called, Jamie?
It's Amy Brown. She's an artist.
Oh
It's,
yeah, that's probably legit.
yeah.
That's probably like a 78 card deck.
Yeah, I don't know how many did I have to look. I can't remember though. I know that I went back and forth quite a few times trying to decide whether to get the fairies or the mermaids. I think it's mermaids, or it's like a mixture of things. I can't remember. I don't think I got the fairy one in the end, but I haven't looked at it in a while. I should dig it out, see what they say. But yeah, there's a lot of I think cool artwork. Can be cool artwork in tarot cards. Whether you
they're all intuitive anyway. I mean, if you can find one that follows the kind of old standard weight deck, but you can also have ones that have a picture, and you just use your intuition from the things that are in the card.
Oh, true.
I
just looked at the artwork, so I'm not the right person to know, but I'm sure.
I just read tarot cards, and wand isn't enough for me. Just wand.
Well, you have to call the readers and tell them, say,
yes. Do you have their number?
Yeah, no, I do not, but we'll have to.
Unfortunately,
that would be cool. All right, so we get a lot of these flashes from the.
Yeah.
I already forgot. What did you call it? Tell me. I'm gonna write it down. I already forgot what you called it.
The kids, you mean?
No, where they're at. I was gonna call it. I keep.
Satan Hellhole. Satan Hellhole.
Satan Hellhole. Okay, Satan Hellhole. No, I'm gonna otherwise keep wanting to say Hellmouth. That's why I was Satan Hellhole. We got a lot of
Hellmouth. It's fine.
Okay. We got a lot of flashes from down there because Simon saw a whole bunch of things when the guy with white eyes, which also made me laugh because I just kept thinking of like the boy in white and the man in yellow. Like, I've got the man with the white eyes.
Yeah, it was interesting. This was shot after he got out too, because you thought he was going to be in there and be chased or something. It would continue from that point.
Yeah, it is interesting. They didn't decide to actually tell us about it until after he came out. But then again, episodes are only so long. So.
I actually got confused by that too. I was like, wait, wasn't he just standing downstairs in the basement or back in the library? I wasn't. And then I realized that, that he was talking about the flashback, but the fear that you saw on him, I thought the actor himself did a really good job of like, you can tell he was hiding something, that there was more to it, but still made it believable enough. But he looked traumatized, like terrified.
They kept mixing me up though, whenever they would show Maddie having her visions, because I'm like, wait, she was in the car. I mean, I know that was the intention, but I'm like, they moved her location every time when she'd wake up, and were like mixing me up even more where she was at. But that was kind of cool. I do like this, that we're kind of getting these pieces of information. This is what makes me like a show like that, is these weird things, and that it does have more to kind of figure out, that it's not quite as straightforward. For me, that does make it. Because I was thinking today, I admit I do wish I had time to watch it all. And I will probably eventually, it's going to be a while. It'll probably be after we're done. I do want to go back and watch them because I have been really enjoying it. It's a good show. So, all right.
So many more like threads are coming out. So we're trying to figure out like all these connections, and we love that kind of theorizing. So I completely agree with you. Definitely worth rewatch or going back and watching it. Yeah.
I'm beginning to think if you're separated from your body and you merge back in, bad things happen. Like you get a little residual something they got to deal with. Like maybe you were supposed to get a key in a door, but now the universe is kind of messed up because you went back in your body.
Yeah, I was kind of wondering, like, does Simon have his own key? When you're saying that, I was thinking about that when we were watching.
Like him too. He's a special case as well.
And her, like they might have had one and just don't know.
Do you know what I was thinking? Because Maddie's like being traumatized and she keeps seeing the red like we saw in previous seasons with the door and the key. And it all happened with her trying to like jump into the ambulance, right? And him chasing behind her. So I'm wondering if she's his key. I wonder if a person could be somebody's key, not necessarily a thing, or something that's on Maddie is part of his key, because she keeps getting these weird images. I know it might be a reach, but it crossed.
I thought that Mr. Martin was Janet's key.
I did too for a while, until what was it that she got from? I can't even remember. She got something. He had the watch and she had something. Was it a coin? Wait.
No. let me ask you though, because Janet made these, right? She made the keys by taking things in, because we were talking about this last week, and I was trying to get it. I'm hearing myself echo. Sorry, to get it straight. Like, are there only specific keys? Because if she created them, didn't she choose what they were? That's where I was a little mixed up.
I thought the key would be, if she did make it, I think it's the last thing that they were touching or holding, what that like got their life force in right before their spirit transitioned over. So like their spirit kind of went through that object from being in the live world to being into the dead world. And that's what makes the key. Janet just figured out what the key was based on what their stories were, which is why they kept having the circle time. So they were trying to figure out what it was. So like Rhonda had the letter, and that's what she brought to the guidance counselor. You know, like everybody is their key. It has to be at the last moments of their death.
Okay,
I mean,
so
of their life.
Solid has nothing to do with keys. That's what I was trying to understand. Because I was thinking of the daisy, and I'm like, does that mean he has 2 keys now? I guess just because.
So I was actually thinking that too, that the daisy might be another skeleton key, and it might have a deeper meaning. Scarlet, can you explain what you had put up in the Discord from last week when we were talking about that movie? You had put some interesting stuff on there. I was hoping you would talk about it on this live.
Like which movie?
Oh, I can bring it up in the Discord because now
stone tape. Or,
it was the stone tapes, and then you put something else, or was an album cover with the daisies.
Oh, because Harold and Maude, the poster has
That's it.
Harold and Maude on a bicycle with daisies as the wheels.
Right. Did you ever get to like look that up and see what the daisies meant? Like what it kind of had symbolism? Because that's like the same time period of like Yuri, right? Because he's what, in the later 70s?
Yeah, I don't know because I haven't seen Harold and Maude in like a decade.
Yeah.
Well, I know nothing about it, so hey, Trey,
and then I
know daisies are kind of like a symbol of peace in the 60s, and they were used often in a lot of stuff.
Did he come back with the daisy, or did he just pick it when he got? Because he said it didn't. What is the word that they use? It didn't like reset.
Yeah,
that's why I'm wondering if it became like a skeleton key.
Yeah, I think he picked it right before he went in. At least that's what I thought.
Yeah, that's why I was thinking he turned it into a skeleton key. He doesn't realize he did that, but I think Janet has left clues that he doesn't realize. Like he picked it before he went in, but he had like her clue. He might have figured something out that we don't realize yet, or something she said. And that's how she made the keys. Like you said, like she figured out what their last thing was and then had them do something, went through a scar with each one of them in the basement. And when she went through a scar with each one of them, it became a key maybe. Because remember, Mr. Martin had them all in a barrel downstairs in the basement where there was a scar and that they were going back and forth through and running through to different scars, like through the back channels of their ghost world. So I wonder if that is meaning.
I guess my question is, and I hope they don't just drop it, but doesn't that mean that when they went in this time and took in the cheese grater and whatever else they took in, all that stuff should be solid when they come out then, right? I mean,
yeah, and the flashlight and all that stuff, it should be. Absolutely. If this theory holds water, I guess I should say that.
Though, I kind of wonder though if they're just gonna skip over that and not even have that happen. I just have a feeling that they're just gonna think you'll forget it, because that seems like something that they like story-wise they're not going to connect in. I don't know why. I feel like
Jen, there was also that giant daisy that Rhonda was standing by outside the greenhouse.
Yeah,
there was that.
Yeah, I don't know what else. I haven't watched Harold and Maude. I was going to watch that and the stone tape, but I only ended up watching the stone tape because it's free on YouTube if you put stone tape in.
Yeah, it is. I looked it up too, but I fell asleep watching it and I haven't had time to go back to it.
I'm surprised you fell asleep with all the screaming. There's a lot of screaming in that movie.
Yeah, we're not gonna. I'm Hispanic, like so. I fall asleep to loud blasting music all the time. I can't fall asleep in dead silence, but I can fall asleep with like the walls, like everything crumbling around me. I'm like, oh, comfort noise. Like I fall asleep to like true crime podcasts all the time. My husband's like, there's something wrong with you. I'm like, it's comforting. He's like, that makes it worse.
I'm like that.
I fall asleep
during anything.
Yeah, pretty much anything I can sleep to.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, look at Simon's face. He looked like he aged 20 years in that shot.
Yeah.
Making emotional face. Yeah, no, he was really good in that scene. So he's telling him, and if I do miss stuff, just tell me because I'm trying to look at it.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
not
okay. I got some notes here.
Yeah, we have notes too.
Yeah.
All right. Well, he is telling them about the stuff he's seen, but he's not telling them quite everything that he's seen. We find out later. But they are theorizing that the person he saw, the white eyes, was Alfred Van Height, I believe, if I got the right thing typed down. And it didn't autocorrect. That died. At least that's who they think died because there was 8 kids and 1 adult. So they want to find out more about it, and they finally come up with the idea and the agreement that they're all going to go down because they don't want Simon to go down there alone. But then Simon's like, yeah, you guys go. I'm not going. And he's going to stay back, and Charlie, because he's a scaredy cat, stays with him. I have written down, and I don't know, it was just I was just writing stuff, and I put down, why did he see an Ankh? At some point, at least that's what it looked like to me, because I have it written there that when it was shown to, unless I wonder if that was the rosary.
I bet it was. The rosary has a little heartbeat on it, heart bead in the middle too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if it's all put together, you might have seen the heart on top of the cross.
I might have.
Ankh.
So
yeah, it's definitely possible I might have. But I thought it was an Ankh, and I was wondering and thinking that doesn't make a lot of sense. It might have been the rosary. But anyway, he is going to stay behind with Charlie while they all go in. He's gonna hang out there. Yeah, I don't know. Did I miss anything? Sorry,
That's okay. I think you're fine.
You're good. We know you have a mic. No worries.
No, I just it's hard to read the text, and I'm like going back and forth between the text and the pictures, and I'm like, I don't know if this is making sense. I'm trying to make it make sense as I'm talking. So yeah, he stays behind with Charlie because Charlie's scared and doesn't want to go. And I thought I had a picture of Charlie there, but I do not. All right. So then Xavier is on a phone call with Tracy, and for anybody who doesn't remember, Tracy is supposedly the girlfriend or girl that Kyle liked, the kid that's in the hospital that he's been talking to that wanted to get in contact with her. And he tries to talk to her, but as soon as he says his name, she shuts him down and is like, yeah, I'm not going to talk to you. And he doesn't know why, and he's trying to figure out what to do. Maddie does say maybe he should have led with a good memory. Let's see, there's Tracy there. And there's where they're talking. I thought,
okay, again, I thought I was going to see something at Xavier's house with them spending the night together. And I got a little bit of story here instead.
Yeah, I figured they would too.
I thought we were going to see something too, but I'm kind of glad because I think she's just in an awkward space right now, and that was definitely not on her mind. So I'm glad that they didn't show the awkwardness or put it in a stupid CW teen sex thing. And I'm just like, please God, don't look. So they're not at that level. This is not like her and Wally season 2. It's totally different. I'm so glad
they broke up, so they're not at that quite right now.
Right.
Let's see what else. They do lost where it was. Where'd it go?
I'm wondering if this ever become a triangle or not. It always seems to be kind of teased this way.
With
Wally, her, and
Xavier.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, I don't know. I think maybe she still has feelings for Xavier. I mean, she can't really be with Wally. He's not alive, so that can't end good no matter what happens. You know what I mean? There's not a whole lot they can do about it. They do talk about Simon a little bit, what's going on. And this is also where he asks if she was weirded out that she stayed at his place, and she just was like, it's good that she wasn't alone. So yeah, we don't get, like you said, a whole lot.
She stared like if she was looking at an aquarium, but they don't have an aquarium.
Yeah, I thought it was funny. He's like, I swear the toothbrush I gave you was brand new.
There's a lot of funny lines in this one.
Yeah, this one have a lot of one-liners.
Yeah. Have a good night, Lori. Thanks for stopping by.
Bye, Lori.
I think it balances out the horror. That's why I like it, because it has all these one-lines, and then it makes the horror more horrific when you see it.
Right. Simon had some really good ones the first like season. Obviously, he can't now because of the position that he's in.
Yeah,
but finding like Charlie and a couple of the other ones are throwing in some good one-liners.
Yeah, it's got a good script. So then
Nicole's got a good one coming up here that I wrote down too.
Nicole and Claire. They are talking about the fact that they want Claire to talk to her. I was going to say, I don't know why I was going to say ex-father, her stepfather, of finding out about if they're going to bulldoze a school and that, because they don't have enough information, but she has to pretend she's going to go stay with him and make him happy so he'll actually talk about it. It's pretty much where this conversation goes.
Yeah, and my favorite line is from Nicole is, "You can't take my red socks, you klepto bitch."
That was the best part. And then she strokes the red socks too. But like, now, can I just say this? I'm an only child and I had to learn how to be sneaky. Only child is really rare for a Hispanic family. And my parents were like old school, like wasn't allowed to go out, do anything. So I had to learn how to be sneaky. And my mom was like a detective and the house was like a dollhouse, like vacuum cleaning. Like if I had people over when no one was around, I had to be very meticulous. So I found it so interesting and I related so well when she's like, no, you got to pack it back, because she knew the follow through of the story. I was like, a person that knows as an only child how to be sneaky. That right there was perfect. Whoever wrote that somebody in the writer's room knows about that, because they're an only child or just has like super sneaky parents that catch on. So I love that.
You have to follow through with the details.
Absolutely.
You get too many questions.
I had another question here. Why not have a scene of Claire doing her hair?
Like taking the braids out, right?
Yeah. Well, I also feel that maybe she's getting a little of this, feeling off of Quinn. Like everybody's trying to be their real, authentic selves.
Yeah, but she can't see Quinn, so
it's a vibe. It's a vibe, Jamie. It's just a vibe.
I thought you meant like literally.
She was in a dance sequence.
Yeah, because like she was kind of like being so fake the first and set, like cheating first. So like I think she's growing
like
up
a universal thing where people are being more of their authentic selves and they don't feel like they have to put on airs.
Right. Well, sometimes too, even just like cutting your hair is in TV or like in a having meaning to it. Like
I don't think she cut off her hair. I think she just took out her extensions.
No, I think she did too. I'm just saying, I guess it's not really cutting your hair. You're right. But I'm just saying, like, sometimes when they have people cut their hair, it's for the same type of thing, just kind of like, because it's
but Ty cut her hair too in Yellow Jackets. It ended up looking really good for her, just cutting it in the woods with, some scissors.
Yeah. She probably just, I don't know. I don't have extensions. I don't know a lot about them, but she probably did just take extensions.
I really you can notice starting with like the way Claire's look is in this episode, we really kind of see some character arcs with people maturing that were not mature in the first two seasons, and then the way Maddie acted and handled everything the first season and into the second season was very mature. And here you see like almost like a downfall as she spirals out, and Simon as well, when they handled everything so maturely. So it's almost like a swap between like Claire and Xavier, like finally like having one arc where they're kind of maturing and growing up, and you see them embracing it and with style and their a character and admitting things. And then you kind of see like Maddie and Simon, they're not really communicating, they're kind of spiraling out of control, they're hiding things from each other. It's just you just see like the downfall of two people that were up high, and you see the rise of two people that needed to grow up. So I really kind of like that parallel dynamic. And then it's like a couple and then another couple. So I really kind of like the way the writers did that, and you really saw it in this episode.
Yeah, I was also going to say the part where she's really connecting to her Finnish background, because I found out the Rainbow Wendell is half Finnish.
Oh, cool.
So she knows Finnish. So they might have wrote that in. They might have wrote
it in I would guess
like Scandinavian people, but then Finnish because she's half Finnish.
Yeah, I would guess that they probably added it for the actress. Like maybe they wanted to add something and they, took it from her, as opposed to doing something else.
Well, it fits in with Wisconsin too, because they have a large Scandinavian population in Wisconsin.
Yeah. Well, either way, it's nice when they add things that fit the actual performance.
That makes sense. Fit the person, fit the place.
All right.
Well, I mean, how many shows have you seen that like they're supposed to be in the Midwest, but there's palm trees?
A lot. A lot. I'm trying to think what it was I seen the other day. I don't even remember what it was. The palm trees, though, and why I'm thinking this now. The palm trees were like crazy tall. I had never seen palm trees that tall, and I not that I've been a lot of places. I just didn't know they were that grew that tall. I've been in California before. That's the extent. So I don't want really the person to know.
Mine was that they had a bunch of fruit, like their little nuts that grow on the palm trees. Palm nuts fell. The neighbors were clipping them. I said, "Can you please get somebody to come over because it's hanging into my patio?" And then the 50-pound thing fell into my patio and broke a statue and some other things on my patio.
Yeah.
So trim your palm trees, everyone.
Yeah. Palm trees are, well, I don't know. Palm trees are pretty from far away, but close up, they're kind of gross with all the stuff. You have to keep them trimmed.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right. So Quinn is talking to Rhonda, and this is where she tries to flirt with Rhonda. She wants to talk about the almost kiss. And Rhonda kind of shuts her down, not intentionally, but she's like, "Oh, I know you were just high and you didn't mean anything." And no, Quinn was trying to.
Well, she has a couple good lines though too. She says that she's looking up, "Please don't touch me, creature," and finish. And then she says that she doesn't have enough teeth to speak this language.
Yeah, those lines were great. She has really good lines. But I was really proud of Quinn, considering like she wouldn't break from the group, and now she's broken from the group, and you know she wanted to speak about it. I was really proud of her. But I thought it was great. I did not expect Rhonda to avoid the situation like the plague, like she did, and so I kind of started realizing more of the time period she grew up in.
Yeah, that was kind of my question. Do you think in this scene, does she realize she's avoiding it, or did she really not realize what Quinn meant? Because I kind of question like how, I don't know. I thought she was being pretty obvious. So,
well, I mean, have you ever been at a party and somebody's drunk and then they want to make out with you, but you're like, "Is this real? Are they making out with me because they like me, or making out with me because they're drunk?"
Right.
I think that's what she's feeling.
And I think Rhonda already has feelings. So because she's avoiding it, I think she convinced herself that exactly is it. Like, oh, she didn't mean it because she was just so drunk. And that's why she
was music, and she wanted to make out with me because she was music.
Right.
I mean, they were music. I mean.
That was such a great scene.
Poor Quinn. Quinn tried really hard. It just kind of sucked for her, but it works out later. Now this part, you're gonna have to help me. First of all, why the hell do they make?
I didn't even know.
It's a thumb drive.
It looks like a thumb. That's disgusting. So they're using it to look up horror movies. I missed this part, and I didn't get a chance because I had the headache to go back. He's looking up horror movies to try to remember the name of a movie that the one man with the white eyes reminded him of. Is that what it is? That's what
and the mind melds.
Okay, the mind meld.
Because Wally had mentioned that, the mind melds.
All right.
I can't remember the name of it. I know it's a real film and it's from 1982. So
I can't
remember the name.
These ones show. I always like looking at the details and seeing if there's anything at all that's interesting in the details.
Friday the 13th or Friday the 13th that's coming up.
Yeah, I see Friday the 13th. I see.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, there's two. Oh, geez. Yeah, it is right.
Yeah.
There's two Fridays. Yeah, but there's two Friday the 13th. I'm trying to see. One just says they're different lengths. Is there like no, there's three of them. So what is there like a director's cut kid has on his jump
drive? Are they all the exact same one or sequels?
Oh, wait, I didn't see. Never mind. That might be with that. I don't know. The one says 09 in parentheses. Maybe that means 2009. The other one has a Roman numeral 2.
Maybe the ninth sequel. How many sequels have there been? Like 10 sequels?
11.
11.
I don't know. But the reason why I said maybe it's the year is because the other one has like a Roman numeral 2 and one has a Roman numeral 3. So I thought maybe that was the year, but I don't know. The other one's The Uninvited.
Is that the one they're watching then, The Uninvited?
I don't think.
No, what was the name of? Did you get in your notes? I missed it.
No, I missed it.
I heard him say it, but I missed it. Let me see if I can bring it up.
Then I watched a video from another channel, and they said it. I missed it.
Whose computer is this? Affidavits, forms, active case, summons. What the hell's that about? LR manager.
I thought it was a computer lab's computer.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's in the library. So why are there affidavits and stuff in the library computer? I feel like that's got to either mean something or be a joke. It's probably a joke.
That's Deborah Turner Price's computer.
Well, maybe. Hey, maybe they'll like later figure out they can hack into seeing it. Actually, you know what I question though? How can he use the computer? I didn't know they could use the computer, because before they were like looking over Claire's shoulder as she used the computer.
Ooh, that's a really good point, Jamie. I see plot hole
He's
right there.
corporeal, isn't he? Corporeal as well. I mean, I don't know the links of being corporeal. Like if you're like human and can cut yourself, can you like also, because you know that one guy, oh, you guys haven't watched Ghost, so one guy takes forever to just touch one button on the keyboard.
Oh, and Ghost. Yeah, no, I did see that. I've seen some Ghosts. I haven't seen all of them. Yeah, he's not, as far as I know, Simon isn't corporeal, but
but not the computer. Maybe they copy the computer? Because they can copy things?
Maybe. I just know that it was my impression when Claire was on the computer and they were looking over her shoulder that they were letting her do it because they couldn't do it. Mm-hmm. So the fact that Simon does it, that seems like a plot hole to me. Because no, she can't touch him or anything. Didn't Maddie try touching him or whatever before, right? So
Right, and she went right through him.
But couldn't they copy the computer? Because she could copy a charm. Why can't Simon copy the computer? He's got to copy a computer first.
He really would only have to copy the mouse, to be honest, right? Because then the mouse would just control the computer. I can see him copying the mouse because they've copied objects like that before. The flashlight.
No, I agree with that, but I would question if you copied the mouse, is it still connected to the computer?
Ooh.
Like when you have to like pick up the whole computer and be like,
listen, Jamie, it's like the electricity in From. It's just there.
I know. It's
there. I have so many questions about Kyle coming up too, so
yeah, I don't know. It just made me.
Where my other questions were like, Yuri's eating an apple. Do ghosts have to go to the bathroom? Does it disappear? Do they taste it? I don't know, but they're eating it. They brought snacks.
I found the line that he says to Charlie. He says he's looking for the one about a psycho who transfers his evil thoughts into his shrink's brain. And then I will find the part where he says exactly what the video is, because he says he finds it, right? He figures out what the movie is. So I'll find that in a second. Okay. I'm looking.
All right.
You know what I wonder, and I didn't think to do, and I'm wondering if we should do, if it would help. I don't remember who it was or what show it was on, but one of the live streams we had, I think it might have been Librarians. If it was, you'll remember Scarlet. Wasn't it Librarians that there was a guy in the chat that had like the script a lot of times?
Oh yeah, that was so helpful. Okay.
I'm wondering, because, and the only reason long story short, I'm saying this because I know now, because over the years, I have had the unfortunate, awful job of transcribing interviews, which I have hated. It is not fun. But now, in the last couple of years, they have programs that do it for you. They just weren't real great. But now you can pretty much do it with anything because the AI does it, and it does a better job. And you can even have, like, YouTube videos have transcriptions built in now.
Yeah.
And I just wondered, and I'm thinking, I used to, for shows I liked, like look up transcript archives. I bet you can probably really easy now find them for shows. And I'm just wondering, like, before we do a live stream, we probably should like Google, like, is there a transcript for this? And then get like a whole script for it, might help highlight what you need, right? I don't know. Guys,
I could just pay attention and get the movie title.
No. I just was saying, I wonder if they're available. It might help sometimes. But if anybody knows that and has seen them, let us know. I'm curious.
Whereas I had questions like, did they bring cheese? Because they brought a cheese grater and they said they had snacks. Does that mean cheese was part of the snacks? And they're also going to use the grater for the cheese?
Yeah, I didn't. The grater, I think, was a joke. Because I wondered, too. I'm like, they brought a cheese grater? Like, why?
Those are the hard questions I'm asking.
I know.
I like those hard questions because I didn't think they could eat.
We've turned into this. I blame the From writers that we've turned into this.
I forgot to look up Alice in Wonderland syndrome too. So
I did. Yeah, that I meant to too. But it's like I'm even reading the damn like labels on the.
I'm reading all the posters in the library.
On the library, on the ends of the bookcases. I was having a conversation with somebody about that the other day too. Do they even still like use the same system?
Yeah, the Dewey Decimal System.
Use them. The last time I went to the library, they still used it, but it was in the computer. Like you looked it up in the computer. But I wonder, like, if that will change, because I'm thinking, how many people now I don't know what age, probably if you've only been around the last 20 years, they probably don't know how to use a card catalog. And I never thought about it.
My
We're
students
old,
my students do not know how to use card catalog, and we talk about this all the time. They don't even know how to use a dictionary because they just Google all the words.
Or analog clock.
Yeah, and they don't know an analog clock either. It kills me when they're like, "Miss, can I look at my phone so I can see the time?" I'm like, "No, read the clock." And
Figure
they're
it out.
ugh,
Figure it out.
it's so sad. This cannot.
We were kind of, I
somebody has
think,
failed
you
us.
know, in the age that was between a lot of stuff, so we see both sides of it. But you get used to it, because I know the other day, like I'm writing out like lyrics to something, and I'm like, I need a rhyming dictionary. I'm like, you don't got to go get a rhyming dictionary anymore. Just go to the website. It's
How
like,
dare you? I have a rhyming dictionary.
No, I do too, but I was going to go get it, and I'm like, well, but why? Like, that is more work for me to run downstairs and find this dictionary than
because
to just
I feel sometimes in the case of synonyms and stuff, it's easier for me to find them looking in the book than looking them up online, and I can flip page to page.
No, I get that. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, to me, I was kind of like, why? Like, it's faster for me to type it in my phone than to go get the dictionary. Because I do have a rhyming. Because I have like a Spanish dictionary too, and I haven't used a regular dictionary in a long, long time, and it's kind of sad. But yeah, it's interesting. Things change.
I used to read the dictionary as a kid because I love learning.
That is
Okay,
awesome. I read the encyclopedia. My mom bought the ones that they came by knocking on the door, like the whole set of Britannica, and I wasn't allowed to go anywhere and do stuff. So if I wasn't playing a sport, I was like reading the encyclopedia, random facts, useless random facts.
I always wanted an encyclopedia set. I remember when I was little, like I always was like, I want an encyclopedia. I just remember wanting one. I don't know why, but I guess probably to read it.
Knowledge.
Never bought one, but now you can get it all online for free. That is one good thing, though, is like it is sort of laziness going online, but at the same time, now all that information is free, and you don't have to have.
Like, well, it depends how deep you want to go. If you go into academics, you have to pay for articles.
That's true. But I'm just saying, like, you don't have to have access to a library or to, own an encyclopedia. It's free for everybody. That's the good things the internet's done. It's done a lot of bad things, but that's one of the
I was going to say, how many people actually use it for that and don't use it for TikTok?
Well, I use it for both. I don't know. I use it to look up stuff all the time. I'm just usually looking at it on my phone.
But I do a lot of, like, looking for articles and stuff. What I'm interested in.
Yeah, I do too. And then I get really pissed when they're behind a paywall. If I don't make money on my website, you don't need to make money on yours.
Wow.
I'm paying for your subscription. Sorry.
Dear sirs and madam.
I'm broke. I cannot afford a subscription. No, I have.
Well, I guess that's what the library's for. You get books out and you do it a old-fashioned way. Or you go Hoopla or Canopy.
Yes, you can do it that way.
I think you can even rent movies and stuff through the library as well, right?
Through Canopy. Yeah. Well, you can get like all sorts of things in ours. You can get like board games and telescopes and ukuleles and all sorts of stuff from the library of things in my library.
Oh, that's interesting. I know you used to be able to get video games for a little bit. I remember at some point when I was in high school, I remember trying it, but everybody rented them out. Like you couldn't, it was like hard to get, but I remember you could get video games that were like computer games, I guess, not really video games, but I remember that. Libraries have changed. I haven't been to a physical library though in a long time, other than to pick up books. Like I've ordered them on the website and picked them up.
That's because it's a really far away for you, right?
Yeah. Did I tell you the story about the library? I don't know. I don't know if maybe you're referring to the story about my library. I didn't know if I told you or I told somebody else, but for some stupid ass reason that I do not understand, the town that I live in has a library that's like half a mile down the road. But because of where we're at and what our address is, like we're kind of on the border. So I don't get a library card there. We're not allowed to use that library without buying.
You can't even pay for one?
Well, yeah, you can pay.
How much is it for the library card?
I don't know. I just remember growing up being pissed because you couldn't get a library card. But I don't know. Yeah, I would think you could buy one. I never really thought about it. I just remember always being like, we're in between because the one library wouldn't give us a card and the other one wouldn't give us a card. And I eventually got a library card because when I went to college, the the system of libraries, even though it's not in the state I live in, because I lived there. I got one then, and they've allowed me to carry it over. So I still use the library system I had from college that's in a different state. So
I'm sure that if you threw some money at them, they'd give you a card.
Yeah, now you probably could. You got to remember, I'm just thinking of like, I was probably didn't have money because I was a teenager at the time. I just remember being pissed I couldn't go to the library, but it was like really close. So, but yeah, sorry, we're getting off track.
Still books.
Yeah, it was probably, you're right. It probably was a few bucks, but
you should have stolen books.
What?
Just steal the books. Go on there, just take
just steal the books. Yeah, if you can get in, I guess you could. They have, now they have, I think, metal detectors going into the book into the library.
Yeah, but I tend to avoid those. The ones that have security cards and stuff. I'm like, no, thank you.
No, they don't all have that, but I know the one that was in, the town I'm thinking of, because of the town it's in. It's not in a nice town. That's why, I think, because the other libraries I've been to don't have metal detectors. All right, sorry, we're getting completely off track.
We're driving off the road.
Yeah, we are.
We gotta drive it back.
All right, so they were looking up the movie. We already said that. Then they brought in supplies. That was the other thing that was going on there.
They brought the cheese and the cheese grater.
Yeah, they're bringing in supplies to go to the Satan hellhole, as you called it.
Yes.
And Wally wants to bring weapons, and Mr. Martin is trying to talk them out of it and saying they don't need weapons. And one of them says something like, "Yeah, we're not dead. We can't die again." And they're not wrong, but they could still be hurt. And Simon, but that's what that conversation was about.
But why the cheese grater?
I don't know.
I don't know.
All right. Oh, hey, I have it written down. It's called The Sender. Is the name of the movie.
The Sender. Okay.
Sorry, I didn't realize I wrote it down.
I'll have to look it up. I'm gonna look up and see if I can't watch it someplace, for free, like Tubi or something.
Find out what it is. They're usually real movies. All right. So she's with Xavier. Makes a joke about getting breakfast in the hospital. He goes in to talk.
The green jello joke that's always prevalent in every show that's about.
Yeah, there's pretty much green jello in every show. Okay, so here is what she's looking at on her on Simon's iPad. She don't even have her own iPad. She uses Simon. How cheap.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Hey, it's in her bag, right?
He's not here.
Alice in Wonderland syndrome. So I don't know why it has a diagram of an eye in the bottom. It looks like it has a diagram of an eyeball and a brain. It does. And I don't know what
the science. Here's the science. Here's the top parts, the pathology. The hard science is down below.
The presence of distorted perception, something, 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 and visual distortions of images and objects. It's like half of it's out of focus, so I can't read it all. But yeah, that's what she's looking at.
I can imagine what that is just by the name.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
Like Alice down a rabbit hole, she sees a bunch of shit,
Yeah, pretty much.
There's a lot of drugs in there somewhere.
Yeah, and that too.
Most tellings of different versions of
caterpillar smoking on the mushroom. We get it.
There's the hookah too, yeah. All right. So this doctor, who is Dr. Chan, comes out. She did her psych evaluation, and she's trying to get her to come back for I didn't write it down and my brain's farting. Getting her to come back for a follow-up. That's what I wanted to say.
Yeah.
And she doesn't really Maddie doesn't really want to talk to her, but she listens to her, and she asks her if she has intrusive thoughts. Now, I have to assume and this is an assumption, it isn't said, but I'm guessing that Maddie must have told her that when she did see her, that she was having problems with it. We don't know what she told her, but I don't know why otherwise she would randomly ask her if she had intrusive thoughts. But this is where she says to put a rubber band on your wrist and snap it, and it'll bring you back to Well, I don't think it's the way she says it, but with Maddie, it's bringing her back to her own reality, snapping her out of the vision she's having, whatever you want to call it, the hallucination. So, yeah. And obviously she listens to that because she does it later. And here is a better picture of this lady here. All right. now, meanwhile, Xavier is with Kyle here, and he is upset that Tracy didn't want to talk to Xavier, and he thinks Xavier's going to give up.
Well, he
did
also
anybody?
thinks she's married. She also thinks that she has a husband or whatever.
Yeah, he's like, did you talk to her husband? Yeah.
Kick his
So
ass.
was anybody a little weirded by the way he acted? He got like kind of violent there for a moment. I
Mhm.
felt like, and I thought again, I feel like this is what I was saying a lot yesterday. The way I thought it was going, but it wasn't. I thought that it was going, and maybe they wanted you to think that he wasn't a good guy. And so whenever he later talked to Tracy,
Yeah.
I figured Tracy was telling the truth. I didn't get like at a certain point, that they're saying somebody took his body. But I
Mhm.
mean, when he was talking to her before, I thought maybe Kyle was not a good guy and that Kyle made up
Mhm.
shit. So yeah, I don't know. Did you feel like that, or was it just me?
No, it was not you. I got that same exact impression until the twist at the end. And I was like, wait, I totally thought that he was playing Xavier the way Tracy had the phone calls, like he did something wrong.
Mhm.
He did
Yeah, I
something
felt like he
wrong.
was
He's being a stalker. Like,
Yeah.
and that's exactly what I thought. They did a good job of kind of leading it that way and then twisting it at the end.
Yeah, that was good. The other thing, let's see, these scenes kind of interspersed. We have Maddie's dad who wants to talk to Kyle. And then I don't know if I got a picture of them later, but we'll get to that. Maddie's in the car. They're kind of screwed about Simon's parents because now they want to FaceTime Sunday, which it took them an awful long time to ask to do.
To be parents.
Now they want to FaceTime, and they give him an excuse for a while, something like that. She says later that the cell signal is spotty or whatever at the cabin, so they've got a little bit of leeway, but it's not going to work for much longer. Do you think that they're going to have Simon gone all season, or do you think they'll fix it before the end of the season? I kind of hope it's not a full season long arc, but I'm guessing it probably is. What do you guys think?
Probably, because after his image was on the side of the church and everything, it seems like he's got a really kind of big arc and a big story to tell.
Yeah.
He might be the hero of his own story.
Especially because they brought in the whole sister aspect and now the rosary linked with his mom. So I don't know how they're going to keep stalling his parents or his adopted parents, but I have a feeling he's going to be up until either the penultimate episode or the last episode.
Yeah, because I guess you're right. He can't go down there once he is not a ghost anymore. So it wouldn't work.
And he might not want it right now because I think even though it looks like he's terrified, he might want answers. So even if he had a way out right now, I think I'd hope he'd take it, but I think he kind of wants to know what's going on with his birth mother and everything like that.
Yeah, no, I agree. He's trying to figure it out. This is where she starts having a hallucination again. The radio starts changing, and she sees
that car is really old too. What's up with the car being so old? I mean, Simon's car being so old, not this one, too.
I was gonna say that's it. Oh, that's not Simon.
They're teenagers. No teenagers buying a new car unless you're rich. They're just teenagers buying some jalopies.
Simon's car is from 1989.
They don't build them like they used to. At least it's all metal in a tank. They're safe in that. It's not gonna be plastic and crumble.
Their parents get it for them. Because I did point out, I had a note that said old cars, and I always like old cars in shows because it's realistic to what teenagers could afford.
Yeah.
If they have a job or something that's a little rusty, because you see a lot of shows where kids are driving brand new cars. So it's how is this happening?
Exactly.
It doesn't work like that in real life. So
even this one has a little rust on it.
It does. Simon's voice, I didn't realize at first it was Simon's voice. Simon's voice from the radio starts yelling at her that you can't save me. Mm-hmm. And then
this is gruesome.
Yeah, his body falls on the car, and he's dead, you're assuming. But she starts I don't know. Is this where he okay, he shows up. I thought she snapped the rubber band. Maybe she didn't.
No,
You know,
I
this
don't
thing,
think she has it yet. I think this is what makes her dig through Xavier's things and find a
yeah.
rubber band.
Yeah. You know, though, it's interesting and it makes sense because I was just thinking she got out of the car when she talked to Xavier, I thought, and yet,
Mm.
or not, she got out of the car. She was in the car when she was talking to um,
The therapist.
yeah. But I remember I was just thinking a minute ago, like, why did she stay in the car if she's waiting for Xavier? He's going to be a while. And she didn't because that's when it flips and she wakes up and you realize she's just standing there. So she got out of the car. I assume that her talking to the therapist was real, but you know what? We don't really know.
You got a yellow jacket situation.
We don't really know that. Like, what if she didn't? Maybe it was like a ghost trying to give her some advice, you know?
Is it like Lottie was talking to her counselor in yellow jackets, but she wasn't real?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just saying.
Well, they're at the hospital, right?
Yeah.
Oh my God,
so
she's dead. She's dead.
I wonder if it's dead, but even like, well, yeah, well, I'll just leave it at that because the way I'm about to make it sound doesn't sound that great. But I'm just saying, if she's at the hospital, isn't that where Xavier's mom died? Or not Xavier, the other one, Simon's mom passed away.
Oh yeah, because you died giving birth, maybe.
Right, and she would be.
Yeah,
I'm not trying to. I'm just saying they have similar features. I'm wondering if she's trying to give it, but didn't Maddie already meet with her once? So that's definitely not, can't be.
But she never met Simon's mom though, or she could be like,
true.
"What did you?"
No, but I get what you're saying. If she met with her in the real world before, she wouldn't be there as a ghost. But I mean, yeah, I guess that's true. Unless she died recently, that's probably not the case. I just thought it was interesting.
Simon's mom died giving birth to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she, yeah.
But you're right. If she talked to that therapist before at the hospital, she didn't say, "I don't know you" or whatever. So
I don't know you.
It's unlikely. It's unlikely. So Xavier tells her he's going to go back to the Harvest Festival. Her dad's been digging to help with Simon, and he tells her that there's a foundry. Now, see, if I'd had more time, I would have looked up I don't know exactly what a foundry.
I know what a foundry is. I know only this from school. It's a factory where like metal things are produced, like melting, pouring of metal, like fabricating metal pieces, chain links, things like that.
All right. Well, it used to be there at the hospital, and it collapsed. And when the building was gone, the ghosts lost their ability to cross over and were trapped there, and they're forever called the Forgotten, which would have been I think, a good name for the show. But, you know, it's interesting, too, because isn't the song says something like "Don't Forget About Me" or whatever? It's something like that. So it feeds into that.
Yep.
But, yeah, so what happens when the place goes away, and she's worried about Simon. He'd be trapped in between, but all the other ghosts would be as well. And she doesn't want to give them all this bad news. She has to figure out what to do. And she needs to find people at the fair. She's hoping she sees somebody. I have written there about a rubber band, so maybe she did use the rubber band that time. I'm not entirely sure. The vampire Lestat drops first. What is that? Hold on. I don't know if that, because you might want to know it. That's why I was looking to see, but I probably should look and make sure it's not embargo. Before I outright say it, I should check it's not embargo, but it's not. The Vampire Lestat drops first official rock single, Long Face, performed by the world's first immortal rock star. Anyway, that's available to listen to. Scarlet. Now I'm calling it wrong.
It's a good song. It's a good song.
Yeah, well, there's a press release about it. I just saw it pop up on my watch. That's why I wondered. I'm like, what?
Yeah, it was also in Telemasca. It was playing in the background on jukebox.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that coming up. All right, so they are talking. I'm behind on the pictures, sorry. All right, so back to Simon. This is where they're watching the movie. I did not take a picture of the movie. I don't know why I didn't. But the clip of the movie is about I guess the psychiatrist. I was a little confused. It was my understanding that the psychiatrist was trying to read the patient's mind. And I thought maybe I misunderstood that, but I don't know. At any rate, the woman is trying to read the guy's mind as he looks at cards. Look, we've all seen shows about mind reading, and when they do this and they look at cards and they try to say what they are. But she got 0 out of 10 correct, which she said the odds are the same as getting 10 out of 10 correct, that's still really small odds. I don't know. I mean, I guess technically, yeah, the odds would be the same, but that doesn't make it mean that you're psychic.
No,
because it doesn't exist,
or whatever it's called. Yeah, that was not. But anyway, that's what the movie scene was about. And then Simon admits to Charlie that there were other things he saw from the guy with the white eyes, which included his rosary beads that were, well, first he says there shouldn't have been rosary beads because it was a Lutheran church. But then he says that came with him when he was adopted. They were the specific beads that were from his birth mother that died. And it's not a coincidence. And he thinks that the man with the white eyes has his memories and he wants to know why. So that is creepy. So yeah, what do you think about that? Why is he able to show Simon his memories? Or is he reading Simon's mind and he's wanting to know what Simon knows? It's kind of the opposite rather than Simon finding out what he knows. I don't know. What do you guys think about that?
I thought that he was reading Simon's mind, but in doing that and pushing, like, I think he was not just trying to read Simon's mind. He was trying to push in his own thoughts, like his memories, so he can kind of explain something to Simon. But in doing that, like that transfer, it kind of goes both ways. So he kind of bleeded back, and now he knows some of Simon's memories as well.
Yeah, I kind of, Scarlet, I want to hear what you think too, but to comment on what you're saying, yeah, I kind of think maybe he's trying to tell Simon something about his past. Whether this guy is good or bad, I don't know, but yeah. What do you think, Scarlet?
Because you could see him maybe trying to get Simon to save these children somehow. It seems so much like From. Save the children from the curse. Or, maybe he has a role. Maybe he... Oh God, I can't say reincarnated too, right? Because it's like From, he's reincarnated.
No, he's not reincarnated, I don't think. But
he has a role to play because he's in the picture and everything. That he has a bigger.
It made me wonder if he wasn't really the one that killed them, and maybe he's trying to tell people that.
That's what I was thinking as well, because we see in the flashes, right, there's hands with like white sleeves, and they look like they're delicate hands that lock the door, that are like locking the kids in, right, down into that basement. So I'm wondering, I'm like, it didn't look like a kid's hand, and it definitely doesn't look like it's his hand. So I was wondering if there's another adult, somebody else, like that woman,
maybe that mother,
that mother that we haven't seen yet, or something of that nature. But the whole, I mean, I know we're going to get to it, but the whole, there's a foundry under it and there was a sale and all of that. I think we're going to find out that the guy with the white eyes is not as the devil, like the tarot card woman said. I think he might have had a heart, or at some part, at least that's what I'm hoping, unless he's going full on Vecna, like accepting his evil. I'm not sure.
I have to go back though and rewatch that, because see, you saw those hands as locking the door. At least what I'm remembering was I thought they were trying to get out, but it's hard to watch with the mic. I could be wrong. So
I thought they were locking the door because I heard flooding waters coming in and breaking things. So I thought they were locking it.
Maybe they were locking the door, trying to lock the water out though. Maybe it wasn't to lock the kids in. Maybe they were trying to protect themselves, whoever was in there.
That's true.
Possibly, yeah.
I mean, it wouldn't work, but like if it's flooding and you can't do a whole lot, you might not have a lot of choice.
And they might not even realize it. I mean, it's only 1912.
And
limited idea, knowledge of all that.
I also want to know why that woman was down there. Is that somebody from the foundry? But I don't know that it makes sense that it was somebody from then, because it seemed to be the mother of one of the children that died.
That's
which is very interesting. So yeah, maybe.
Do you think that Do you think she like unalived herself by jumping down the hole, and like Mr. Martin interrupted what she normally would have done?
Maybe. I have to wonder though, like why are there that's the thing to me that's interesting or confusing, or we got to figure out is why there's these other people down there. Because
Yeah,
I get
like the guy in the top hat too. There's a guy.
yeah, like I get if there's people that are from the foundry that died down there that were stuck, but these people were definitely people from the church. And they said only 8 kids and 1 adult died. And you were right that there's 7. I didn't count them, but I trust that you know how to count to 7. That there were 7 Nkui kids, we'll call them.
Again, yeah,
Well,
like from 7 or 8, who knows?
So when I put that in the chat, at that point we only saw the right side, and there was 7 on the right side. And then when Simon goes back later on, we're gonna see another child and a bigger figure, and they're holding hands, which makes me think just like from one of the kids like was chosen or special or led them, or something is a connection to one of the kids.
Mm-hmm. Was the person that was holding hands, were they both the same size? Like
no, they were tall. Like it was like the guy with the white eyes holding one kid's hand on the left wall, and that's the one that we're gonna see Simon touch the wall and realize that it's blood when he goes back down and finds Mr. Martin. So there's 7 on one side on one wall, and those kids are all holding hands. And then you have a tall figure, and then a much shorter figure, and they're holding hands. And the way the shape is, I'm sure you have a picture of it on the slide, but the way the child looks, I couldn't tell if it was a boy or a girl. Like the other pictures, like, I don't know. It was just really weird. And you'll see it when we get to it. We'll talk about it.
If I don't have it, I can try to retake it. I didn't get a whole lot of pictures from down there just because it's so dark. It's really hard to see.
Right.
So I don't know how visible it is. It comes out a lot different taking a picture on the computer than it does watching it, when it's on the screen. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it definitely makes me wonder if maybe he tried to help them. But also, I'm betting if that 8th kid is separated, I'm betting it's the one that Quinn found, is what I'm thinking. So we need more information. All right. So this is where he wants to know why does he have his memories? And again, I don't know that he does have his memories. It might just be he's reading Simon's mind. We don't know. And like you said, it's kind of like a feedback. He sees it. All right. So see, it's like really dark. I need to try when I download this. If I didn't think about it, but maybe when it's so dark, if I had gotten like a higher resolution file, it might have helped it. I don't know. It's hard to tell. But all 5 of them are down there trying to figure out what's going on. Rhonda puts the cheese grater in the water. Why? I don't know.
Why not?
What?
She's screaming in the water.
Yeah, she's screaming water. I took a picture of the stained glass window because I don't know why, Scarlet, but I figured you were going to say, didn't you get a picture of the window? I don't know why, but that was what I thought when I saw it. So I took a picture of it for you, Scarlet. Even if you don't care, I took a picture of it. It's pretty anyway. It looks like there's like a, I don't know, planet. Something.
Why wouldn't I care?
I don't know. For whatever reason, I just thought you were going to ask about it, so I took a picture. All right.
It's not in my notes.
No, that's okay. I just thought you might. All right. So see, I don't know if I have pictures of that or not. We'll see. But Quinn finds the keyboard on the organ. She starts playing it and scaring him at first, but it plays by itself on the other. That
kind of reminded me of the Goonies.
Yes. Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, good.
Of the Goonies? Is that what you said?
The Goonies, with Data and the keyboard. Yep, and the girl.
Mm-hmm. I don't remember. I don't even know if I've ever seen that. I probably have.
I probably say that out loud again.
I probably have, but it's been so long ago, I don't remember it. Let's put it that way. I vaguely remember one time when it came on TV watching part of it because Sean Astin's in it, right? Or am I thinking of a different movie? Yeah. Okay. So I've at least seen part of it. I think I've seen it before. My memory sucks. So, but anyway, I must have, I guess not. I'm thinking maybe I didn't get a picture. I don't know because I have written down that she uses the cheese grater. I have that they find a piece of paper that's got, you can kind of see the Nkui kids. They find a piece of paper that has numbers on it and finish. I also have written down, I think it was Yuri, but somebody's flashlight goes out. Quinn finds the keyboard. And then I wrote down Nkui because that's what I immediately thought when I saw them.
Pieces of paper with numbers on them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like this is so from right now, right?
It's just funny that we all think that.
Well, look at this.
And you're right. It does kind of look like, well, no, I guess they could all be holding hands. Yeah, it's hard to tell. But yeah, are they the kids that drowned? And then they talk about, is it drawn with mud or dried blood, which we find out later it's blood. We
Fresh.
hear, was there singing? I have singing or screaming. I don't know why I wrote that.
Well,
My head
probably
was hurting pretty
singing
bad at
and
this point.
screaming.
Yeah, there's something. The organ started playing on its own. There was
it's going pretty crazy. You know?
Yeah, there was like weird weather going all around them, stuff blowing. Now this really, really confused me, and I don't know if this is because I missed something or not. But they say to him not to stay there because he can't get out because he doesn't have his watch. I thought the watch got you in. Why does he need the watch to get out of the scar?
I think he just doesn't want to leave it behind because then he won't be able to get back in.
No, but somebody says to him, I think Wally says you can't get out without your watch.
But then they have to get out with the watch. Is that what we're saying here?
They must have to have the key to get in and out, I guess. It sounds like.
Yeah.
Or at least have a key. Maybe not have to have that specific key, but he has no keys. Thanks, Dieter. Yes, everybody, please like the video, share it, subscribe to SciFi Vision.
Hype
It is always appreciated. Dieter remembers more than I do. I never remember to say that except like at the beginning and the end. I suck, but I'm trying. All right. So they are watching. Yeah, that was the only picture I have. If you need another picture, I can try to go back and get it. But it was because it was so dark. So we'll have to maybe look and have it for next week. I mean, I can. Whoops! I didn't want to open it. Whoop! Don't do that. It might block my video. I opened the video by mistake instead of the screen capture. I don't know. Could you even hear that? Maybe it might have filtered it out, but it started.
I didn't hear anything.
Okay, well then it doesn't matter. It blocked it. I just wanted to, because if it hears the show, it might block it. I'm guessing I probably can't just randomly find it that quick. I'm in that scene. I'm looking to see, but we can definitely get it for next time. Let me see. Wait, hold on. I'm at that scene. Let me see if I can get. Yeah, she has.
I was going to comment that I think these scenes that they have in the festival are pretty funny, like the scene here with the puppets, and then the scene with the bells later on with Xavier. They're pretty funny.
Yeah, there's it looks to me like there's 4. Sorry, no, I'm just looking at the picture. It looks to me like there's 4 kids up above and 4 below. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Okay. Anyway, they're watching the puppet show. Back to the puppet show. We'll get it for next time.
What?
Yeah.
Oh,
sorry.
Huh? That's okay. I was just really watching all the people in the crowd around them. I guess, like you said, we've been trained from, and not in this scene, but the guy that's sitting next to Xavier, like, just stood out so much, and I was just like, he was so into it, and like, it's just weird.
I thought that too. Listening to the music, I thought that too. That's funny.
There's an hour of bells. What's not to like?
Yeah, the bells were pretty good. I didn't dislike the bells. They were good.
No, I didn't dislike the bells either. It was just the audience. I was looking around to see, like, scoping out who was in there.
No, I agree. All right. So at the festival, they are watching. You know what my thought was when I saw this? Why the hell is the floor so dirty with the
kids, man? Have you been
around kids? Like, they didn't clean it up. Like, why is it? Because it looks like it might be, I don't know, a rug they brought in. It just looks really gross to me. Like there's all this junk.
Throw snacks all over the place. What's on the agenda here on the? I can't even read what the marionette tent.
It just says marionette tent. Wisconsin's
dairy history done by puppets.
The Pilgrims, the Pilgrims of Split River and its influences. Split River something became a town.
And then Mr. Van Height,
Van Height and his something deeds.
I just stay in there all day, learn the history through marionettes.
Yep. They're having It's puppet theater. Yeah, I said puppets. You're right. They're marionettes. They're not really puppets. I mean, they're still puppets, but
They're
you know
puppets.
what I mean.
Yeah.
So the woman that I never remember her name, Jennifer Tilly.
Deborah. Deborah. Say Deborah with me. Hunter
Okay.
Price.
Hunter Price. That's what it is. I'm putting it in here. Hunter
Deborah.
Price. Deborah. Well, I don't gotta remember her first name. Deborah Hunter Price.
Dr.
Okay.
Deborah Hunter Price.
All right. Anyway, she is using the puppet. She's telling about Split River and what happened. But we don't see all of it. We see a conversation between Maddie and Claire, or that's Maddie and that's Maddie and Nicole, but my notes say Maddie and Claire, so this may not be the right picture. That they need to ask. Oh, okay. They were probably saying they need to ask Claire. Claire needs to ask her father about the bulldozing. And then I have about Van Height is the one that they're honoring the dead woman. Sorry, the dead one. And then the woman runs out. That's when Karen Carnival's character runs out and calls him, which we find out later, what she says is devil in Finnish, but she's talking about Alfred Van Height, not about Deborah Hunter Price. She was talking about that. So yeah,
and Nicole gets a call from Simon's parents.
Yeah,
right.
They're starting to worry. It took them long enough, but they're starting to worry now.
I don't know.
Yeah, and then we go back to Simon and Charlie. There's a thing about them running, and he's out of breath, and that's not important. Sorry, yeah, it does look like a fun carnival festival.
They have like about 12 different types of ciders too. I try them all.
Oh wow!
They got like chai cider and like orange cranberry cider, and it's about every cider you ever want.
Sounds like fun.
It sounds delicious.
See, I want to
go to a festival or something. Right now, we just got snow everywhere, so.
Because you're looking for people in the crowd. I'm reading like the cider menu at the end of this episode. I'm like, oh, the cider's hungry. Very food motivated.
You're funny, Scarlet. I do it too. You're not the only one. That's why I know Karen and AJ were annoyed at me when we were doing Wonder Man, because I'm looking at the pictures on his wall that he has like pinned up of all the different things, and I'm like, well, this isn't a reference. This is made up, and they're like, why?
Because production people do all this stuff for a reason and put everything together.
Yeah. I mean, look, sometimes a lot of things we talk about aren't important, and we do go overboard, but when things are in the background, a lot of times, even in like normal shows that don't have secrets and shit in it, they do it to be funny. It's like with Revival when wasn't it Luke that his wanted picture was on the wall?
Yeah.
I think it was Luke, because I remember writing him on social media and being like, that was you, wasn't it? It sure looked like your face. Which most people wouldn't know. I only knew because I had interviewed him. I think it was Luke. Maybe it was the other producer, but I think it was Luke.
It's extra flavor.
By the way, they need to renew Revival, people. Sci-Fi, renew Revival.
Are they going to?
Renew Revival, please. I love that show.
I do too. Now, what, Scarlet? I didn't hear what you said.
Oh, is it like not going to be?
I assume it will be, but there's nothing that's.
Oh, okay.
There's been no news. So anyway, they are having a conversation about how Simon is upset that I don't know why I have so many of that picture. What the hell? Oh, okay. I had used it for the thumbnail, so I made it big. That's why. He lied to Maddie, and he's upset he lied to her. That when he found his sister, when she emailed him, which now we know how she contacted him, he said that he emailed her back, and he did not. He didn't respond. And he told her that he did. He wondered why this sister Sabrina would want to talk to him, because she was 4 and his mother died in childbirth with him. So he thinks that she would resent him. Yeah. I feel like he's a little old to make that assumption. Like, I know that people can be upset about things, and feelings are valid. I'm not trying to invalidate what he's saying, but I feel like he's an age that you would know that another person, like you have a sibling, that they're not going to hate you and blame you for your mother died. I don't know. I just
control. You can control that.
Yeah, you can control it. You're right. No, but I just mean like I can see a little kid thinking that. Am I wrong? I feel like he's too old to think that.
No, that's kind of why I thought like you kind of see the decline in their maturity and how they're dealing with the certain situations. Because he wouldn't. I don't think in season 1 that would have happened. This is happening now later on, and I'm like, I feel like he's developing more and more insecurities that he didn't have previously because of his current situation.
I can think of two things that could be, and I'm not a psychiatrist, but I would say that either he's using it as an excuse because he's scared to contact her and that it's not true and it's just what he's telling himself, or that maybe he subconsciously blames himself for that. And so he thinks, no, that I can understand, because I can understand somebody blaming them, even though it's ridiculous. I can understand you blaming yourself for that. But to think that somebody else would, to me, I would think he'd be old enough to know that that's not likely to be. But blaming himself, like subconsciously, yeah, that I could buy. So anyway, it's interesting. But this is why he has not contacted her and he lied about it. And yeah, Charlie says, why would she reach out if she resented you? Exactly. Like, why would she went to the trouble to find you and email you if she's pissed at you, just to yell at you?
Just to tell you I resent you.
Just to say it's your fault. So he wants to reconnect. He's Charlie's saying he needs to reconnect with her once he gets back to the living world. And Charlie talks about his brother that he hasn't seen in whatever it was, 30 years, that he regrets not talking to. So,
do you think some of these characters are going to come into play, like his brother? Like his brother just be at the Harvest Festival or some event?
Yeah, I kind of wonder
because Yuri's grandson showed up.
Yeah.
Well, potentially Yuri's grandson. We don't really know it was. He said it could have been.
Look at the hair, Jamie.
It probably was supposed to be, but we don't know yet. There's the signs. They had face painting. They had a charging station outside.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Society,
petting zoo,
hot cider. There we go. Choir tent and tarot reading. So there we go. That's what they have going on. And can we read more? There's more. Entrance, face painting. Let's see. So we read those. Music corner, puppet show, reading nook, hot. Oh, that was the hot cider.
It's hot.
Restrooms. Apple bobbing, craft corner, and something with a picture of a car, parking. Yeah, I think it's a parking. So yeah, we pay too much attention to the details.
Fun. $10 to get in.
Yeah,
not bad. Not bad. Either way, he goes off in search of Maddie, so he can talk to her. And then we have this conversation between the four of them, which is them talking. I said it earlier, them talking about taking weapons. This must have got out of order because they already went down there.
You know, I did have a note about that sign. I said they still have apple bombing after COVID.
Oh, that's a good point.
Sorry, on that sign with all the things, it says apple bombing on one of them, and I was like,
no, you're right. I'm trying to figure out why I have written here about they didn't need the weapons, because I was thinking the part I read before about them taking the cheeseburger and that was in my notes. That wasn't in the picture. So I don't know what the thing about the weapons was I have written here. Maybe, I know why. When I was typing it, Word was being weird and it kept moving some of my type and it disappeared. It probably went down to the next page and it's just there randomly. That's probably why that says that. So let's just ignore that. This is the paper they found down there. It's some kind of deal. It says final offer on it in Finnish. And then Quinn talks about seeing a kid down there that didn't want her to say anything to them. And they think it's probably Rhonda says it's probably one of the 8 kids that drowned. She thanks Rhonda for pulling her out. And she finally tells her, she says, I didn't try to kiss you because I was high. I've been wanting to kiss you for a while. And then, no, they don't kiss yet. I thought they did, but that's not yet. So while she's trying to tell her, that's right, she gets interrupted. Charlie runs in and is like, is Simon here? I lost him. I couldn't run fast enough.
You only had one job, Charlie.
Yeah, you had one job, Charlie, and you
One
fucked
job.
it up. But yeah, he's trying to find Simon, so they need to go find him. But they also say they need to go back for Mr. Martin, but he won't come right now, so they're going to try to get Simon and find him. Rhonda tells Quinn to stay with Yuri. So is she avoiding again? Probably, because she couldn't have not heard her say about the kiss. I mean, she did get it out before she said, stay here. So
Right.
she's avoiding. Down in the Saint's hellhole or whatever it was.
Saints
Saints, whatever, Saints hellhole. Oh God, sorry, my head's starting to hurt again. So Mr. Martin is down there and he sees this woman crying, saying, my baby, how could anyone let that happen? Did you do this? And this is what we were saying. I question, she can't be from the I forget what it was called, the factory thing.
The Foundry.
The Foundry, yeah, sorry. Because she wouldn't, she's clearly from the group of the kids. So I don't know why she's down there or how she got down there. But there's also, I didn't get a picture with the man in the top hat, unless it flips back and forth. I didn't get it. But there's a guy with a picture in the top hat that says about all it cost was one heirloom or something. I didn't hear everything that was said, and I didn't get a chance to write it all down, but they think later that might be the ring that Simon finds. At least I think it's the ring. That's what it looked like to me.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Then at the festival, Livy here sees Nicole talking to Maddie, and I think the jig's up at this point. They kind of, Nicole's like, oh no, I didn't come with her. And it's like, yeah, I think she knows at this point. You might as well give up, Nicole.
Well, she's calling her Nicole and not Nikki anymore, so that's a sign.
Yeah. So that's a sign. She figured it out. Let's see. I lost where I was. Hold on. I see under. Okay. Livy's surprised to see Maddie. Okay.
I like these windows are just hung in there. It's kind of a nice aesthetic choice.
Oh, those. Yeah, that's a choice.
Choice.
Maybe they're selling windows. I don't know.
Maybe it's windows throughout the ages of Split River.
Maybe, but this is where he has the model of the new school. So yeah, I'm not sure why there's floating windows, but it's there.
I love
you love what?
I love their choices. Their aesthetic choices are great on the show.
Yeah, it's interesting. I just think it's a little weird, but it's interesting. She tells her to go do something. I don't know. And then we have
go do something.
It wasn't important. She told her to go away, and she was pissed because she couldn't stay and watch Maddie. Oh, and I thought, I don't know if this is where that is or if that's later. I thought she stole Maddie's bag and moved it. I would like to know why or what she did.
Same here, because she sees that Maddie puts it down and then leaves it, and she gives it that look, and then we see later on it's Xavier that brings it back and says it was in the petting zoo.
So I mean, maybe she
did. And the first thing, and I'm surprised the first thing Maddie doesn't do, but she's kind of traumatized, is look through her bag and make sure everything's there. Because I can bet you that iPad's not there anymore.
That's what I said. I'm like, how do you not look to see if everything's there?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know that I would necessarily think Livy would steal something like that, but I'm saying a but, just because I know that she might do something to be bitchy, but there's a difference between screwing something up in her bag or taking a book out or something and stealing somebody's electronic tablet. You know what I mean?
Or she could talk to Simon's parents and write.
Right, but I was going to say,
that dramatic.
Does she know Simon's missing? Does the school know?
No, I don't think anybody has mentioned it.
But if she had the iPad and they were like, hey, we have
the messages.
Yeah,
I definitely think she's going to stick her nose in that if she took it. But that I could see. But I'm just saying.
Then Alice in Wonderland syndrome, what's that? Reads about that.
What's up with this? All right. So meanwhile, Tracy here is conducting music, and Xavier keeps trying to get up about a dozen times, not that many times.
Yeah, I think that's great. I like that.
After every song, he stands up and he's like, "Oh," and sits back down because nobody else moves. He's trying. He doesn't want to sit there. All right. Here's a picture of the model. The little, looks like it's made out of paper. Interesting. Kind of. I don't know. But there's the model.
Where's the putt course? And also, what's a what sauna? I don't know what a what sauna is.
Sauna. A sauna.
A sauna?
Something and sauna.
Kind of wet by nature.
No, I think she said a something and a sauna. I think she meant it was they have a sauna. At least that's what I thought she said.
No, in the closed captioning it says a putt course and a wet sauna.
Oh, well, I wasn't with my head. I couldn't read the caption, so I was just going by what I thought she said.
I've never heard of a wet sauna.
Are not always correct, so that might have been
dry sauna.
Yeah,
dry sauna.
Oh, I like her. What is that on? Is that on the iPad?
It's a pizza. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a pizza sticker. Is that okay? She still has her bag there. Why does she have the iPad out of her bag? Is the other question. But anyway, she's asking her about Van Height, and she's like, "I'm not a historian. Why would I know that?" And is very asking her.
Good imitation.
Maybe because you just gave a whole narrative about it. That's why I'd ask you. It was so rude and like.
Yeah, I know. I get she's right. She may not know it, but that's a rude way to say it. She could have just said, "I don't know," instead of being bitchy. Right. She's like, "I would think you would want it to be demolished because all your secrets." I mean, she doesn't say her secrets, but whatever she's hiding is here. And yeah, Maddie's not impressed. So that's the end of that. Is not helpful. But she does say the community wants it. She won't be able to stop it. Oh, there she says, "I would think you'd be overjoyed to demolish the place with lingering questions about your absence," is what she says. And while she's talking,
because everybody thinks she faked that thing in the boiler room.
Yeah.
What's this? Website development.
Yeah,
I'm just looking at pictures.
Yeah, no, I think that's his company.
I have this written in my notes too. Claire's stepdad, Kyle, question mark. Just a little something to think about. We haven't got the Kyle yet, but I was like, second viewing of this, and I was like, Claire's stepdad? Could be the right age.
Was her stepdad like almost dead? But I mean, was her stepdad like almost dead? And wouldn't she have said no, I guess I guess what we have to remember is everybody thinks Kyle is alive. So anybody named Kyle could potentially be.
Yeah, but he'd be 20 years older.
Right.
So now I got all these existential questions about, like, if you have a younger spirit and an older body, if you merge them, what happens?
Yeah,
do they fit still?
I guess my question is Claire knows the stuff they're investigating. I think she would say, "Oh, my father was on that bus," but I guess she could not know it. But I don't know.
No, I don't know. I have as Kyle. Was he possessed in the hospital or during the accident, or when did somebody possess his body? I got to test a ton of questions.
I don't know, but whatever it is, the people in the real world think it's the real Kyle. That's the thing. That's.
But I think it's Claire's stepdad. And, well, they didn't say his name wasn't Kyle. It's just Claire's stepdad.
Right. But I'm saying, wouldn't she have said, "My father was on that bus"? And so, like, when they're talking about it, I would think she would have mentioned it.
You don't know anything about her stepdad.
Oh, okay, wait. Yeah, that's true. Stepdad. Yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, who cares about that?
Maybe.
Who cares about stepparents?
And it happened when he was in high school, so he might not have just ever mentioned it because he got with her later on in life and just never came up.
I guess. I feel, though, like if you almost died in a bus crash where a whole bunch of students died at the school.
There's so many people that died at the school, and nobody really mentions any of them.
Well, remember, there's a spirit that took over him. That spirit doesn't want to bring any attention to it, so he could have never mentioned it.
Oh, yeah, that's true, because if it was 20 years ago, it could have been like before he even met her mother, right? So
right.
Yeah, I don't know. I think you're looking for something, Scarlet, but I could be wrong. I don't know. But
how dare you, Jamie?
It would be a cool twist.
It would be a cool
because that's like how it would connect like the finish part with her and everything. Like, because I think it all connects somehow.
People that like about that age, it kind of look like Kyle a little bit if he was aged up. and are kind of assholes, and he's kind of an asshole. There we go. Fits the
You're
profile.
not wrong. So yeah, I guess that's a possibility. We'll have to wait and see if it pans out. But either way, he didn't. I think she says later he didn't tell her anything because he was busy complaining about something she did to her mom. I don't know.
Right.
It wasn't important,
Right.
but she didn't get any information. And then Maddie is here telling Nicole about how all the ghosts are in danger, that they will all be stuck there for eternity if
And they're back there.
Yeah, if and Simon, because if they bulldoze down the school. Now, all that the other kids are standing there listening, and they hear
What
this.
is this thing in the back? Is that like a frog? What is that?
Frog.
What?
Or a bug? Right behind Maddie. What is it, like a tree with a bug on it, or is that a frog, or what is it?
I think it's a sculpture, but it looks like, I thought it was like a drinking fountain. Like it's like a weird drinking fountain.
Okay, maybe it's a
I
drinking
could be
fountain.
wrong. It's some kind of sculpture of something. I don't know.
It might be a frog holding up like one of those lily pads at like for a water fountain. I think it's a sculpture of that.
And I don't even know why I think it's a water fountain. It just to me makes me think it might be a water fountain. But yeah, they hear her, but they're not going to be mad at her for lying to them. I mean, they really can't be, because she says, I don't want to tell them. I don't want to hurt them. Mm-hmm. I don't know how to tell them. She's not like lying, you know. She says, because she says, how do I tell the people I love that they're powerless unless they cross over and they can't even control that? So, yeah, she's not maliciously not telling them. She's not keeping it from them in that sense. So they're not mad. They're upset more because they're like, fuck, what do we do, type of thing.
Right.
So yeah, they don't know what to do. Meanwhile, back in the library,
yeah, it says eyes wide open in the back.
Yeah, eyes wide. Yeah. Also, what, Scarlet, did you write down what the song was? I liked the song for something. Forget about it.
This is the one with the Marias. Hush.
I don't know. They were just saying forget about it in the song. That's all I wrote down.
Yeah, there's only two songs that I noticed here, and the first one was Hush by the Marias. The Marias actually played on the Grammys, so I got to see them play on the Grammys. And they got nominated for Best New Artist and lost. So sorry Marias. But they're a good band.
I don't know. I want to see this I like this butterfly thingy they have up there. Oh, it's just stickers. I thought it was like 3D butterflies inside it or something. It's like stickers on it, but it's still kind of cute. It's still kind of cute.
Butterflies.
Well, they don't want to be real butterflies. So anyway, he steals the he steals the watch.
Nobody's really paying attention.
Nobody's paying attention, right?
You think somebody had that in their pocket?
Yeah, they just left it on the table. I guess.
Yeah, I know. I remember thinking, why did they leave it on the table? That was dumb. You know, you can tell some of these pumpkins are real and other ones are clearly plastic. They don't think you look that much at the props. Because look, that pumpkin is clearly painted plastic, isn't it? It looks like it to me. It looks really fake compared to the other pumpkins.
It's too orange.
It
just stands out to me.
It's too even.
Yeah. But it just looks a little odd.
So I brought their dog.
I like the dog. I got the one with the dog. But hey, I know I always think it's funny when I've been on a set and you see like the dirty walls, because like you can tell when you're close up to them like that they're painted and it doesn't look the same. At least the ones I've been at, they didn't. They look like really good when you're far away, but when you're close.
I think this is a good Harvest Festival setup. I believe it.
No, it is. It's just to me, it stands out like a sore thumb that there's a fake pumpkin in the middle of the real pumpkin. You know what probably happened? Probably something happened to the pumpkin and they couldn't get another one and they replaced it with plastic.
What if it's somebody's favorite pumpkin and they just wanted a shot?
Maybe, but maybe it broke. Like maybe somebody knocked it over and like it broke or something.
Or maybe they just have a prop buyer. It's like, I got all these real pumpkins and I got some decorative ones, and we're gonna put them on the set.
Yeah, or maybe they're like, Walmart only had 5 of them or whatever, so we have a plastic one.
Gotta move those pumpkins in every shot.
You know what I bought? I got to use. I haven't used. I bought it a few years ago, and I keep forgetting about it. There was like I bought it because it was like majorly on sale. Actually, I think I bought 2 of them. Those fake pumpkins that you can actually carve.
Yeah, like the styrofoam ones.
Yeah, I did it because I
Yeah.
wanted to have one to carve and keep once I got better at carving.
Yeah.
Which, yeah, I kind of still suck at carving because I usually can't sit real long because of my back. Anyway, I was just thinking, I still have them somewhere. I need to get them out and actually carve them.
Yeah, you
I
should.
don't know where they're at.
Yeah,
You should,
because usually
definitely.
people do difficult carving so they can keep them.
Yeah. I'm not. I don't know that I'm good enough to want to use it up because they're really expensive now. I had gotten them; they were like really on sale, which was why I bought them. I couldn't afford to get another one now. So, but anyway, it just reminded me of that. Okay, there's the Split River Historical Society. Join us and become a member today. Is what that says. Yeah, there's not. Simon's mother's calling. I have at one point that her and Nicole are going back and forth about answering it.
I like Nicole's outfit that has like the lace shirt, and then the button up over it.
Yeah. Maddie tells the mother that the cell service at the cabin or something, I don't know what she said, is spotty.
The lake house.
The lake house. I was thinking cabin, but that's kind of lake house.
That's about the same.
Yeah. And then here, Claire and Nicole are talking about the woman that ran out that didn't like the bitchy lady. I don't know if I wrote bitchy lady because that was all I could remember about her and I didn't remember the name. And I was just like, this lady in the show, not like in real life. I mean, like the character is a bitchy lady.
Character.
Just to confirm and explain. But I just laugh when I find stuff like that in my notes because I'm just writing things so I understand it. And I don't think they called her that. I think I called her that. But anyway, she called her the devil in Finnish. Claire knew that. And so they're going to go talk to her in the tarot tent. And Livy sees them all go in together and gets this look like she's going to do something evil. And then I think that's when she leaves the bag, maybe?
Yes, this is where she leaves the bag. Because she puts it down to answer the phone call. Simon's mom. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, maybe they're just mixtures. That is a freaking plastic pumpkin. Just saying. I don't know why it bothers me. I'm sorry. I just like I'm looking at the pictures. You have to understand, like I'm looking at them bigger because I'm sitting because I have the pictures on the other monitor. So to me, I notice all the details, and it just
you know that Harvest Festival sometimes have decorations, right? They're just not all real pumpkins.
No, I know, but you can tell some of them. Yeah, but you can tell some of them are real, and for whatever reason, it just irritates you that they have like one fake one and then like a stack of real ones.
That's a pretty good looking pumpkin, even though it's fake right there in the foreground. It's fine.
Yeah, no, it is. It's clearly plastic. But hey, maybe they couldn't find enough real pumpkins. Maybe they couldn't.
You don't know when they're filming this, so.
Yeah, maybe they ran out. That's why I said maybe they went to Walmart or something. They're like, we're out of pumpkins, which I know that isn't where you normally go to get pumpkins. You can, but just say. All right. Anyway, I'm being silly now, but it just kept sticking out.
It's fine. I understand.
It stuck out when I noticed it. Damn it. All right. So this is where Simon is with Mr. Martin. He touches the blood on the wall. Is that what you were talking about?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. He's a man in yellow.
Okay. Now that
broke the code.
Okay. No, wait. Sorry. All the other ones to me looked like stick figures. Maybe they weren't, and we didn't look close enough.
They're way thinner. That one looks much different. That's what I was trying to say. For that little kid, he looks different than the other ones.
He or she looks very specific, like even has clothes.
Although it looks like Simon. That's Simon.
It looks like Simon, right? Even with the hair.
It's exactly what Simon's wearing. Look at what Simon's wearing. Look
at the picture.
And even the hair, right? It does look like Simon.
It also makes me wonder, though, like, is it possible that, like, this is actually, like, now or something? Because, like, she sees Simon die, right? So maybe, like, it's, I don't know, prophesizing something's going to happen to Simon. But that definitely looks like Simon.
He is the one. He's Neo. He's it.
Yeah, he's Neo. Anyway,
I think right down below was something about "Am I?" I can't remember the finish.
Yeah,
you know who I am.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, it's blood. Do you know who I am? It says, "Do you know who I am?" And finished. Which is interesting. Like,
Since
what
he's
does that
adopted,
mean?
he doesn't really know who he is.
Yeah,
Right.
maybe it's him questioning it. That's a good point. It looks like there might be drawings on the other wall over here. There is. I just think it's interesting that only one of them is detailed like that. So it's got to have meaning.
It's
Although
brand
that's not
new.
detailed too.
It's-
Yeah, it could be new. You're right. It could be
Yeah.
new. That could be the answer. Because yeah, the other
You
ones
got
to
better
me look
drawing
more like
skills. That's
the other ones looked more like stick figures, like we said, in Cooey people. All right. So anyway,
Well,
it
that was
says,
this
"Do you
horror
know who I
movie.
am?" Yes, it's from the horror movie. Anyway, whatever is connect there down there happened down there is connected to all of them. And he says, "Well, not me, because I'm not dead." And Mr. Martin says, "Yeah, but maybe you were chosen for that reason because you're not dead." So who knows? Maybe they pulled him into that in between place because they needed him. Like maybe he didn't just get lost there. Like maybe that guy pulled him in, right?
Right.
That's what I kind of wonder. All right. So there they are talking. And then back.
Well, they
where
could be
Kyle
related.
Yeah, they could be.
Yeah.
We don't know. So Dave, I didn't know his name was Dave. I had forgotten that, but his name's Dave, apparently. Maddie's father is talking to Kyle. There's about them talking about solitaire. I told you when I take notes, it goes from my ears to my fingers. They're not always important. I just type because I don't think we need to know he was playing solitaire.
He's a
But
lonely
yeah,
soul.
yeah, he is. He tells Kyle he needs his help. I thought maybe he was just saying it to get him to be not depressed, but he did want him to do something. He tells him that waiting feels like the worst part, but it's not. Giving up is. If someone had told me I would talk to my daughter, I wouldn't have believed them, and you don't know what's coming. And he says more of today, so it's kind of sad. So they read that paper that they had before, and they said it looks like maybe somebody wanted to buy the land under the church, but it was never signed. And one of them says maybe they didn't want to give it up. And I wonder, like, could it maybe have to do with the heirloom that was given up? Like maybe that guy was trying to buy the land, right? That would make sense. Yeah, so I don't know. But Charlie comes in and tells, or no, not Charlie. Wally tells them, I guess. I don't know. They tell the other ones. Somebody tells the other ones about what they heard Maddie say. And this is where I really liked this line where they're talking about Maddie said they're powerless. And Wally says, we're not powerless. We still have the power to save Simon. That we're not living, that no matter what, that we aren't living, and Simon is. Let's do that first. So he's like basically saying, even if we're going to be stuck here, we at least should save Simon. Now, I think he's partially saying that maybe because of Maddie, but yeah, I don't know. I like that. He's like, this is important. We need to save him. He's still alive. No matter what, we can save him. And I love Rhonda goes, I love scheduling my depression because he says to go do that first.
Great line.
Yeah. They notice the watch is gone, and then they're like, oh shit, Simon went in there. There's where they see it. And then Yuri said they don't want to go through all the scars, and Yuri says they can take his scar as a shortcut. And Charlie's like, I'm sorry you have to share it. And he's like, it's okay, I'm okay with it now. And then he kisses him. And then they go to the festival. So there you go. So they're having a good time now too. We have two couples
But
now,
Xavier's
right?
not having a good time.
No, well, yeah, you're right. But right now we have two couples. Yes, Xavier is not having a good time. This is where he stands up in the middle of every song, and you're right. That guy next to him is enjoying it.
Right? He's
Oh yeah.
really
maybe
enjoying
one of
it.
the ones playing it is his kid,
Yeah,
right?
maybe one of his kids. Yeah.
Probably because he's really into it.
I mean, some of these
yeah.
extras come up with backstories for themselves. So.
Yeah, they usually do. So he definitely could be.
This
right.
is when they're playing Tubular Bells from The Exorcist.
Yeah. It put in the captions a couple different songs they were playing. Green Sleeves, although I think the Green Sleeves thing might have been playing where Maddie was. It might not have been there. There was something Green Sleeves was playing.
I think they played Green Sleeves, Scarborough Fair, and Tubular Bells.
There's Scarborough Fair.
Standards. Some good standards.
Yeah, there was that too.
Especially this one, it makes everything more creepy because it's from The Exorcist.
Yeah. So here he found the ring. I've written down they hear growling. It keeps going back and forth. This is where it's hard to take screen captures because it goes back and forth. Okay, so the three of them have gone in the tent, and sorry, I realize I'm like really looking at the other screen, and because I think I'm on camera, and like half the time I'm like this through the whole thing, but I'm trying to read it. So they're at the reading, and then I've written down that was Karen Carnival. They ask her why she called the woman, I never remember her name.
Dr. Deborah. Dr. Price.
I am sorry. My head hurts. I have an excuse for being stupid, okay? I always forget these
Don't say that.
I'm using that as my excuse right now. But anyway.
Debbie.
Debbie, yeah. Oh, that I might remember. But anyway, they ask her why she called her devil, and she says she wasn't referring to her. Tries to give them a reading, one of them. She won't do all of them. And it takes a ticket. There she is. All right. And then they talk about the ring. And then the guy with white eyes comes up and is going to grab him.
TV's Doug Hughes.
Yeah.
Doug Hughes. We gotta.
No, I was thinking the thing where people thought that guy in Welcome to Jerry was Doug Hughes, and when I looked at the still of that guy, I was like,
Doug Hughes is just everywhere.
Doug Hughes.
Yeah, he's just everywhere. I was gonna say they had a show tonight, didn't they?
Yeah, they had their
I saw it
last.
pop up right before our show. But yeah, I don't know.
When I was in,
huh?
The one that I was doing before you're live.
Oh, it was okay. Yeah, I guess you were doing it right before this one. I forgot you said that. Sorry.
That's
yeah,
okay.
I didn't realize.
Well, there was another one that Jen was talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I see. All right. Well, anyway, she talks to her summon finish. She won't talk about it. And she does, like I said, it keeps going back and forth between these two scenes. But this is where she talks about Van Height and that he was a greedy man that only cared about money and power. And that at the puppet show and that she was honoring, I guess the town honors this man. And he's like, no, she's like, no, he thought everybody in the town was expendable. And he actually killed the children because he thought that they'd get upset that their kids died and leave the town. Like, she's saying he's this really awful person. We don't know that, but that's what she thinks. And meanwhile, Charlie goes to check on Simon. I have written down. They come out of there. Let's see. I think that's where she lost her bag, isn't it?
Yeah, I think I do.
Yeah. I have Charlie go. See, this is where sometimes my things don't necessarily match, and I'm confused by the pictures. Charlie goes to check on Simon. Simon asks, he must have meant, why did you bring him here? I don't know. They come out of the tent. Xavier comes up. And then I have about Simon's iPad. She left the backpack and she didn't check the iPad, but he went to look for her backpack. Yeah, I don't know if Charlie's in there yet or not. There's where she's looking and she sees the creepy puppets.
Some creepy, yes.
Some creepy ass puppets. And then there's her red vision she's starting to have again. She snaps the rubber band. Simon yells at the guy that if he threw Mr. Martin out into the real world, he can just throw him back into his life. And he gets another flashback of what happens. And that is a cool picture, I think. There's the man with the white eyes. And then this is where she's having her hallucination. I like how they did that with the movement, the speed behind her. And there's more of it. Everything is red. It's always red. And then, Xavier comes up again. And once again, she was just standing there. She was not in that tent, in that room looking at the puppets. That was all fake. It was all in her head. But he found her backpack, which is good. And she's saying she doesn't know how to tell the others. And he says that they all have weird fears. He talks about being scared of the hospital, but he now keeps going back there, and that maybe The places that scares him also heals people. I've written down. So maybe whatever
That's right. I wrote this in my notes. Scary shit wants to help you? Question mark.
Yeah. I was thinking he was talking about her hallucinations, but he has no idea she's seeing that. So that wasn't what he's talking about.
That's fine.
No.
Good advice.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what he was talking about. I don't remember, but he's saying, yeah, scary shit can be to help you. I guess maybe he means like her telling them could help him. I don't know. And he also says that he wonders what it would have been like if the them they are now they were when they were together before.
Yeah, he's got the hots for her still.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I mean, that definitely means he has feelings for her. There's her backpack, which we know something is missing in that bag. She hasn't looked yet.
I think she's just distracted with all the hallucinating and stuff that she doesn't check.
Okay, wait, let's see.
Agreed.
Third shift lurker, hello, says, wondering if this has been discussed yet, but do you think that Wally is going to get everyone through his door before the school gets destroyed? I mean, my opinion, I don't think the school is going to get destroyed because there won't be a season.
Yeah, I don't think so.
But that's an interesting idea, though, that maybe they could all go out the same door. I hadn't really thought about that. That's a good thought. That would actually, I wouldn't mind that if they did that, if they had the school get destroyed and they all went out. But they'd have to have everybody get saved, though, because it would suck if like all the other ones that are like that we don't see,
forgotten.
because they talk about the other ghosts we don't see, right?
Yeah.
Right.
It would kind of suck if they all got stuck there.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Personally, I think the school isn't going to get bulldozed. That's what I think. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Anything to add?
I agree. I don't think they're going to change season 4 to hospital spirits or something else.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong.
A few people might get out. Oh, sorry. A few people might get out. Okay.
No, go ahead. I said go ahead. Is what I said.
Okay, well, I just kept talking over you, but like I think a few people might, depending on if Milo gets more gigs, he might leave. It's all dependent on what the actors are doing or how old they get. Like if they look 30, they might just push them through the exit.
Oh, that's true. Good point.
Like Rhonda looks pretty old. She looks older. I mean, how many more seasons can she go? Quinn looks real young. So
yes.
Well, it could be a matter of degrees.
Yeah, but to be fair, they're probably all in their mid to late 20s. I don't know because I haven't looked. I'm just saying that.
Yeah, some people are a little bit more fresh-faced than others.
Yeah. But I do wonder if some of them can use, like, do they have to go out their own door?
I don't know.
And says that, but the other thing is what it would even work though is if maybe they went out a different door and then the other next season was like about fixing that. But I don't know that would happen, but that's definitely an interesting thought. Am I wrong though, or has it been renewed? I don't know why I feel like it's been renewed, but I might be wrong. Do we know it's getting a 4th season, or am I making that up in my head?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Let me look it up. I mean,
probably depends if it does well. I mean, it does well on Paramount. It's like a pretty highly streamed series.
Right. I was just thinking for some reason that it was renewed.
It has not
been announcement has been made. Yeah. Yeah, it's not.
But when I go into Prime, it says it's like number 6 of 10 of the most streamed series. So it's pretty high up there.
It is, but it also depends how much money it makes. The actors want to do it. Depends on a lot of things, but
unfortunately,
hopefully it will come back. So yeah, Xavier still has the hots for Maddie. Was what we left off at.
Oh yeah.
Okay, now I do have one thing written here, and it must have been from when she had her hallucination, whatever you want to call it. She was seeing a door. Like, what is that about? Is she seeing one of their doors, or is it the door she would have went through if she had actually stayed dead? Did you notice there was a door? I didn't get a picture of it.
I think, like what I said before, I think it's some residual thing that, like, she was an odd case, and maybe she's getting her door and all these things and stuff that would be her key, but she doesn't really need them. But they're there.
A door? No, yeah, I know. It's just a door specific. That's why I was kind of like thinking about it.
I thought it was the way they paralleled that scene with like the guy with the white eyes holding Simon and like going into his thoughts, and Maddie having that same exact like time lapse and getting those thoughts as well. It was like a connection. So I think that door, since she keeps seeing Simon and hearing his voice, I think that's going to be Simon's door if he was staying. Or the door to save the kids that Simon needs to use. I think there's a connection.
I like that. My only question is, though, now that you said that, it makes me wonder, and you could be right. It could even just have to do with the kids. But like, if Simon goes through a door, does he move on to the next life, or does he come back to life? Is the question too. Like, if he sees a door, should he go through it? Just saying. We don't know he should go through it.
Should he?
All right.
Go through it.
We don't know. Okay. So this is where, let's see. Rhonda tells Quinn she was brave. This is all kind of mixed up together, these scenes again.
No, she's freaked out because she hit Simon. Remember, she hit Simon?
Oh,
we didn't even talk about that.
Sorry. Well, that's where you're supposed to say, Jamie, you skipped something important.
No, I just remembered it now when Quinn was looking at
yeah, you're right. It was like I said, the pictures from down below were so dark. I didn't take as many as like maybe I should have. But yeah, whenever the man with the white eyes was grabbing Simon, she tried to stop it. And I think he actually said don't, didn't he?
Yeah, he tried to stop Quinn. He got in the way because he was like, don't, because I think he was trying to figure out something because he saw more in that vision transfer with the rosaries, because he wants to know how his rosary got into that, like where it's going.
No, I agree. He wanted to see. She tries to whack the man with the white eyes, and instead she knocks out poor Simon. So Maddie comes in and is, hold on, I lost my picture here. Maddie comes in and is trying to tell him what happened, but they already know. And then, like I said, Rhonda is telling, because I have pictures of Maddie here too, but Rhonda's telling Quinn that she thinks she was brave. And I forget exactly what she says, but she thought she meant trying to.
They do these really nice shots.
Yeah, they do.
They did this really nice shot of Quinn too, from the window to the table. That was really interesting. They have these really interesting angles that they take.
Yeah,
the lighting on that one is really good.
The choices.
So she thinks she's talking about trying to, that she at least tried to hit the man with the white eyes. But she says, no, I was talking about you going to kiss me. That's what she thought was brave. And she says she hasn't kissed anybody in 62 years. I tend to forget they've been here that long. That really kind of stinks. So yeah, they finally kiss. And so now that's why I said we have two couples now. So that was good. And let's see, what else do I have? She says she wasn't sure if she could ever let somebody get close to her again. And that's where Quinn says, I can wait. And then she says something like, hell no, and kisses her. Yeah. She's like, I'm not waiting. She's like, I watched some. I'm not waiting, right?
Yeah. Exactly. Did you hear what I just said? It's been 62 years.
Yeah, it's been 62 years. You don't want to wait. Yeah. So I don't see some of these pictures. I think they loaded up out of order because I have no idea what that conversation was about, but it's not.
So are we going to have like awkwardness between somebody who's clearly over 60 with like a ghost that's like 20?
Well, yeah.
It's the vampire problem. The vampires are kind of like that.
Yeah, but they're all kind of ageless. They're all ghosts now, so I don't think we're thinking of it that way. As long as the actors are the same age, are close to the same age, I think we're okay. Okay, so Xavier tries once more to talk to Tracy here. And he tells her, he makes up this shit about he's captain of the prom committee and they want to talk to different people.
Yeah, like how Nicole and Claire are like, what?
Oh, that's why they were standing there.
Yeah, they're like, what?
Yeah, what's going on? So he finds out, she says that she went with Kyle. She actually went, and that it was horrible and she wished she had said no. He tried to make her pay for, I think she said parking or something. I can't remember. But he was an ass. And he's like, wait, you went to the prom? He survived the bus accident. And she's like, yeah, but it was never the same after that. He used to be sweet. So yeah, now we know that Kyle survived, and it seems extremely likely that somebody stole his body. And that was definitely a whoa moment. I did not see that coming at all. Yeah,
neither did I.
Yeah, it was good.
I mean, it kind of makes sense because that's what happened to Maddie.
Oh yeah, totally.
Oh yeah, makes sense. I just didn't see it coming.
Hindsight.
Right. Yeah, in hindsight, I didn't see it coming. So that was a cool.
And then I have questions like.
Go ahead.
I have questions like, if Kyle's body died, would he know?
I guess not, right?
Maybe his door would show up.
Well, Maddie didn't know that she was alive.
That's true. She didn't know. Wondering if Simon's real dad is a body snatcher, since it seems like it happens more often than people realize. Simon's real dad. Do we know anything about his real family? See, the only thing we know about his real family is his mother died in childbirth, right?
Right. We don't know anything about his
other
father.
Parents. Have we seen other
adopted parents? He has adopted parents.
Have we seen them? We haven't seen them.
Yeah, no, we haven't. Yeah, I'm not sure about that, but yes, it probably does happen more than people realize. That would actually kind of be interesting, but yeah, I don't know, but we might find. I don't think they're going to add a whole bunch of body snatchers to the show or anything though, just because it's too, they're not going to keep doing it. But I'm sure it does happen, unfortunately. And when somebody randomly becomes an asshole, that might be why. Right?
Yeah. And I don't even know if they know how to control that, right? Because Jenn just did it on a whim. Like what happened to Simon was kind of like an accident. So whatever that happened in the hospital, maybe they knew. But as of right now, I would think that something had to have happened, like accidental just crossing in the path. That's how it happened.
See, I figure somebody probably purposely stole his body. And I wonder if it has something to do with Mr. Martin coming up. Like, I kind of wonder if maybe either one of the kids or, well, probably not the man with the white eyes, but I mean, couldn't one of the people that were stuck down there, either the ones from the whatever, or the ones that were down there underneath, or the kids from the bus or whatever. Oh no, wait, never mind. Forget I said that. The ones from the church or the other ones.
Well, I have Alfred down because you're not really sure where Alfred's landed. So he could have landed in Kyle's body. We don't know the guy with the white eyes is Alfred. So
okay, that's true, because we know there's another woman and another man down there at least. So you're right; it could not be Alfred. But my point is, it kind of makes me wonder the fact that like Mr. Martin came up to the living world right when that bus crashed. It makes me think like maybe somebody came up with him and crashed the bus because they wanted a body, right? I mean, we know those people that are the forgotten are stuck, right?
Right.
And they want to get out. So maybe somebody did it just to cause the bus crash. They wanted a body. So that could be interesting.
Yeah. Maybe they even like were trying to get, wow, that's, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just thought of it now, but it sounds good, right?
Yeah, and if they were like going for, because that's interesting, because when Wally came out, Wally didn't come out in the same spot, even though he went down the same hole, right? He came out in the library and they were trying to take out Mr. South or whatever his name is now. So I wonder if they were looking for another body, because that's another male, you know what I mean? A male of about that same age now that Kyle would be. Like maybe that's he was trying to get out now.
Yeah, because I didn't think about that, but you're right. Like in the bus, people died, but that janitor didn't die, but he almost could have died, which could mean that they are popping out trying to kill people for bodies. That's actually, I like that. I think that makes sense. I don't know that I'm right, but it makes sense. So something to think about, definitely.
Absolutely.
All right. So we have reached the end of the episode. Anything else we want to go back and touch on? I think we got mostly everything, but if I skipped something, now's the time.
Scarlet, any ideas?
No, I said all mine. That's all these questions about Kyle.
Yeah.
Like if his body died, would he know? Can they put the old Kyle into? Can they put young Kyle? That's probably about maybe 20, like teenager into a 40-year-old body or a 30-year-old body, and does it still fit?
Yeah.
There's also the idea though that the ghost version of Kyle has still lived for 20 years though. He just doesn't look old because they quit aging. So he technically, like I was saying, oh, now he like lost 20 years. Like he technically, I don't want to say lived 20 years because he wasn't alive.
But what if they take him and put him in the other guy's body and that person has a family or has something going on? Because I had a talk with my boyfriend about this and Pluribus, when Zazia like is in a relationship, and what if they bring her back from the virus and she's ended up being married and she isn't a lesbian at all? It'd be like the same thing. It'd be like Kyle gets put in his body and all of a sudden he's like a father of 5 or something. And he's like, what is this?
I mean, just because that guy was an asshole doesn't mean he's been an asshole for 20 years. For all we know, he could have changed around and become good or something. We don't know.
True.
And it's going to push him out. So I don't know.
What would be crazy is if Scarlet, your theory is right, and the Kyle is Claire's dad. Can you imagine Kyle that Xavier's talked to now being Claire's dad?
Yeah, that would be complicated. That's why I like it. It's very complicated.
So it's like, what do we do now? You got to let Kyle back in, but you don't want to lose somebody else. So I don't know. It's weird. It's interesting, and I don't know what they're going to do. But I'm assuming at some point.
Well, I think it's Alfred's spirit in Kyle's body as Claire's stepfather.
I think it could be
because Claire's stepfather owns all this business and stuff, and wasn't Alfred a businessman? So he would jump in that body to be the business guy that's taking over Split River.
But then who's the guy with the white eyes?
Well,
I don't know, but it's not Alfred.
Because we have like an extra. But if that's the case, because I thought of that, but if that is the case, then we have an extra ghost body.
Right.
Unless that's I don't know.
Body?
Because of the man with the white eyes, because that's Alfred.
He could be a spirit from anything.
You're
he could be boy from the white eyes, yellow, whatever.
Oh, because we haven't confirmed that the guy with the white eyes is Alfred, right?
Yeah,
he could be the group of the forgotten.
He could have been somebody that came down and tried to save the kids.
Yeah.
Because I don't think Alfred went down there and tried to save the kids. He's a shrewd businessman. He's not going to.
No, but we do know that there's another man and another woman down there that were clearly not in the fire as far as we know. So he could be one of them, the forgotten, and have nothing to do with Alfred. And we're just assuming they want you to assume it's Alfred, right?
Do we know if Alfred died in the flood with the kids? Who's the adult?
That's what that woman was saying happened, as my understanding. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
I don't know that is that adult.
But we don't know if that's that. Right. Okay.
Yeah.
I can see.
Yeah, I mean, who knows? Maybe that guy with the top hat was Alfred even. I mean, it could be something simple like that, or we're mixing it up. So
yeah.
We need more information.
And also when people drowned and stuff, they find bodies. It might be hard to identify.
True.
Yeah, true.
I just really wanted to be the stepdad.
You're going down with that.
He's a business guy and he's trying to take over things, and I think that's perfect for Alfred to be like a little vessel, just to get in there.
Could be.
Still making deals.
But I kind of feel like if it is, though, that, like I said, it's kind of sad no matter what happens, because like if it is him, like what happens to Claire may not like him, but like what about Claire's mother? Like she loses her husband. You know what I mean? Like
we barely know them.
We barely know them, so it doesn't matter the story.
It doesn't matter to us. They can be dead. It doesn't matter. Or be
unless she suddenly shows up and becomes a character, then I'll start caring about.
Then we might care.
What I've seen for Claire's mother, I don't really care about that much because she's not a very good mom.
No, I agree. She's not a good
character, and she's not. You're right. So I guess we'll have to wait and see. But either way,
she's probably not going to like Claire's hair.
We need more.
Wow.
Maybe not. I don't know.
We'll find out. Mad about it.
Are there 10 episodes usually? Are there
8?
Is it 8?
That's what I was going to ask. Like, how many is there normally? I wasn't sure.
Yeah, I think we have 3 more.
Well, that stinks. I figured there were 10. I was going to say we're halfway through. Like, last time there were 10.
That's why I didn't like them showing 3 at once, because they're basically almost blowing through half their season.
Yeah. the thing on Internet Movie Database says Simon's fate grows more perilous. Maddie confronts a powerful adversary whose dangerous secrets might be the only key to saving him. Maybe, maybe one of the kids is who knows who's trying to talk to Maddie. We'll have to find out. I want to say that there's already pictures out though for episode 5. I don't know whether the screener's out because I haven't actually looked. I just knew last week I had gotten an email.
Episode 6.
Yeah, episode 6. I meant. Yeah, I before I knew I had episode 5 just because I noticed the email. That was really the only reason I had seen the email. But I don't know. I don't think I have 6. But no, the pictures up are for 305. I thought they were for 306. But usually they're one ahead. Star Trek's always one ahead. But no, the only ones that are up are for 305. So I do not. I was going to look. I thought I could tell you at least what were on the episode pictures because they're not embargoed or anything. But no, it's only 305. Sorry. That doesn't help. Yeah. So we have 3 left then. So we're already over halfway. Yeah, that kind of stinks. I thought there was more.
It does, because it went too fast when you released the first 3 altogether. Why?
Yeah, I don't know. But, we'll find out. Hopefully it'll be renewed. If it's doing good, I could see it being renewed. I don't know. I mean, is Paramount is usually good, I think, about renewing things as far as I know, but I don't watch a whole lot on Paramount to really know for sure how many.
I mean, with Yellow Jackets, they're just letting the showrunners do what they want, and they want that to be final. So.
Well, Yellow Jackets is also Showtime. It's not exactly
that's true.
Paramount.
That's true. Because I have Showtime plus Paramount or whatever as Paramount plus Showtime.
Yeah, I'm still trying to
because that's the Paramount original is the School Spirits one.
Yeah,
it might work differently.
Yeah,
I mean, they have a lot of Yellowstone, right? Is that what they do, Yellowstone?
And there's another, I assume it's another spinoff. I'm actually not entirely sure if it's another spinoff, but there's another, the guy who makes Yellowstone, I can't think of his name. He has another show. I can't think of his name, but I'm pretty sure that was who Taylor,
Sheldon.
Sheridan.
Yeah.
Sorry, Taylor Sheridan. Yeah.
They have a quite little empire of that going on Paramount.
Yeah. Well, there's a new show coming out called. Landman already came out. What is the new one?
Isn't the new one going to be with the guy and the girl from? Why can't I remember their name? From what's the daughter's name? That's like.
I don't know. What I'm thinking of is a show. I think it was Taylor Sheridan. I want to say it was Taylor Sheridan. And it is called, The Madison.
Yes.
It's starring Michelle Pfeiffer and Matthew. I think Matthew Fox. Isn't this one Matthew Fox was in? I feel like this was the one Matthew Fox was in. Maybe I'm mixing it up. I don't know. I get a lot of stuff. It's possible I'm mixing up. I don't see him in our movie database. Yeah. But anyway, it's a new Taylor Sheridan show. I assume it might be a spinoff, but I don't know because I haven't watched Yellowstone, so I really can't answer that. But that show's coming out that says. So they have done a lot of spinoffs for Yellowstone and stuff. So I think they're pretty good about it. It could come back, hopefully. Yeah. I've shown pictures of a horse and stuff. It looks like it could be a spinoff. Not that necessarily tells you anything, but it looks like it takes place in a just watching the clip that's playing by itself on Internet Movie Database, it looks like it could be. Okay, well, we got to see what other shows are coming out. That's the one thing I haven't done. I need to figure out what shows are going to come out to know what all we need to cover because we've been trying to figure out what we're doing so Fandom Access isn't empty. Because I think we're going to be doing a show for Paradise. I still want to do Daredevil separate, but I don't know. My co-hosts do not, so we'll have to see.
We cover the reboot of Scrubs.
I never watched the original. I don't know.
Animal Control. I love Animal Control. I'm a Joel McHale fan.
Have you seen The Pit yet?
I have not watched it.
It's really good. It's really good.
My dad watches it, and I should watch it
because
it takes
a lot of awards.
Yeah, but it also is like about the hospital in Pittsburgh, so I should watch it.
Oh yeah, maybe you
Because
should.
I know Noah Wiley was down at the hospital down there in Pittsburgh. I had seen a thing on the news. Um, I want to find out when they film. Would like to try to. I had before been going to try to go down to one of the. I think it was from Mayor of Kingston. I wanted to try to go down when they were filming, but like with I don't feel like it was that, but with COVID and stuff, I can't remember. But I was thinking I should try to go down, but I don't know when they're filming. But yeah, he was down at the hospital and stuff, and I should watch it. I know they mention local places and stuff because they even mention about the fireworks capital of the world. That's the town I live, pretty much the town I live in. That was in the pit. My dad was telling me, he's like, they mentioned it. So yeah, that was about here. So there's some local stuff in there. I don't think it films at the hospital though. I think it's about the hospital. Now that I said that, I don't think it filmed. I feel like it's about the hospital here. I know he was there, but I don't know if they're filming here or not. Mayor of Kingston films here, but if the pit does or not, I'm not entirely sure. I don't pay enough attention to some things that I should pay more attention to, which is part of my problem. I just know he was definitely visiting the people at that hospital because it was on there. I'm looking.
They have that that reboot of the Burbs or whatever is a TV show coming out on Peacock.
Yeah. No, it is filmed.
It has Colin Robinson in it for What We Do in the Shadows. That's the only thing I was interested in seeing.
What? You want to see what? Say that again?
The Burbs. They're making The Burbs, the TV show. It was a movie.
Yeah,
it was a good movie.
Yeah, that's been out.
It has the guy who plays Colin Robinson for What We Do in the Shadows in it.
Oh, okay. Legion of Shadows, yeah.
That's a solid.
I don't know. I haven't seen it yet.
There's
not seen it yet.
There's a new show that Fletch recommended to me. It's called The Pendragon: Rise of Merlin.
Oh,
and they only episode 1's come out so far. Episode 2 is going to be coming out this week. It's really good if you like anything Merlin, King Arthur. So far, episode 1, it's got Atlantis in it. I mean, it's just.
Is that the one that's based on books?
I'm sorry.
Is that the one that's based on books? There's one that was coming out that was based on a book series.
It might be. I haven't really looked into it. I just watched the first episode. Fletch knows a lot more about it. I mean, I can look it up, but I'm not really sure.
Is what you're talking about?
The Pendragon, yeah, Rise of Merlin.
Yeah, I remember him mentioning that. I had not heard about it for whatever reason, which I should have. This is why I should be more up on this stuff. But I had not heard about it. But it says it's on Daily Wire. What the heck is Daily Wire?
It says it's directly adapted from the first 2 novels of Stephen Lawhead's The Pendragon Cycle book series, Taliesin and Merlin.
What?
From 1987 and 1988.
That's interesting. But what network is it on? It says something at the bottom. I don't know if that's supposed to be the network or not.
It's on Daily Wire.
That's a network. Okay, a streaming network. I've never heard of that.
I've never heard of Daily Wire either.
I have gotten very far behind on things because this is the kind of stuff I should know. And I don't. But I can only cover so many things and I only have so many hours in the day. So unfortunately, I don't know what it is. But I do want to look into it because I always liked Merlin and
Same.
One of those kind of things. So yeah, have to see. But in the meantime, guys, I will be back on Tuesday at 10 Eastern for Fandom Access, where we have more Starfleet and more Seven Kingdoms to talk about. And you just did your show, right, Scarlet? So yours isn't coming up, or do you have another one next?
From when Julie B deep dives, we're doing some From. We might do it tomorrow. We might do it 2 days a week and do some rewatching.
All right.
Subscribe.
That's okay, B. Thanks for dropping by. Yeah. And then Karen and AJ and I and you are going to be doing From as well on this channel pretty soon.
Yeah. So much
fun.
From.
Yeah, lots of From. And From, and yeah, I know you say From. Yeah. And Jen, your show's on Mondays normally?
Yep, Mondays. We have one more.
Yeah, with Lori and Real Cinema Therapy. You know, she came in earlier, and I think I said hi, and my head's been hurting, so I'm not even sure I said anything to her when she came in. Sorry if I didn't, Lori, if you're still there.
Yeah, I think you said hi to her.
Okay, but I think I didn't really say anything else. I suck at the promo stuff. But yeah, that's on Real Cinema Therapy channel for people to check out on Monday nights. Yeah. So we all got stuff going on. And make sure everybody checks out scifivision.com for our interviews as well as our video tab. I just stuck up the 2 interviews for Cross that I did. Those are up now. And I think I mentioned, I don't know if I mentioned this yesterday. I have coming up also an interview for Honey Bunch. I could not get Jason Isaacs. I tried. But I got the lead actress who was really nice. And it's actually a good movie. I really liked it. It's creepy. It's weird. It's a good movie. It takes place in the 70s and they actually like used stuff from the 70s, like the costumes and everything. It's really cool. I like it. It's like a thriller.
Yeah, there's a movie coming out I actually want to see. It's coming out today.
What?
It's called By Design, and it's like the premise is Juliette Lewis becomes a chair.
Oh, I got to think about that. I was going to tell you.
Making it up. It's true.
No, it's true. And I was going to tell you, I tried to get her, but I couldn't because I actually got an invite for a thing, but I couldn't.
Oh, come on.
I'm not important enough. I tried. I did try.
Because now I imagine young Nat for Yellow Jackets sitting on a log, but the log is adult Nat.
Yeah,
that's not a chair.
Very, very strange. So yeah, I don't know.
Great.
I haven't seen it. It might be. I don't know. I haven't seen it yet.
That's my type of movie.
Yeah, probably. But I think you might like Honey Bunch. I think you'd like that. I do.
What's Honey Bunch about?
It's going to be on Shudder. It's about a woman who is getting some kind of medical help that had been in a car wreck. I'm being very careful. I'm not sure exactly what the press release says, but I don't want to give anything away. Yeah. She doesn't remember things. She's starting to get her memories back and doesn't know if, the people are helping her or not helping her. It kind of reminds me of A Cure for Wellness. Just like the kind of feeling did a little bit, but it's like I said, it's like in the 70s, so not really. But for whatever reason, it made me think of that. I don't know if it was because of Jason. It's also possible that influenced me thinking of that movie, but it's kind of got that sort of vibe. Like she doesn't know if what they're doing is good or bad, if her husband is helping her or not, or we don't know. Yeah. But it's good. I like it. And that is on Shudder. I want to say tomorrow, I think. So I have to get that up. But it's a good movie. At any rate, I watched it. And yeah, I think that's it for right now. I'm waiting to see different things coming out if it happens, and we'll let y'all know. But yeah, all that stuff is up, so make sure y'all check it out. And otherwise, I will see everybody Tuesday at 10. And right now, that is all we have are these 2 shows, Thursday and Tuesday, because Wonder Man we're done with. But we'll be having more stuff soon. So yeah.
You got to check out that Dr. Jekyll and Hyde thing on Netflix. Maybe you can cover that. That thing looks so cool. I watched the first 2 episodes. It was really good.
I have to look that up. I got so many things I got to watch. I just wish I had more hours in a day. Like I haven't even watched the new Bridgerton yet.
Oh, it was so good. And then they only released 4 episodes.
Sit down and watch, and I haven't had time. That's why sometimes if I cover something, at least I get to see it,
Right.
But that's one of the next things I do want to see that I'll watch as soon as I can. So, but all right, everybody, unless you guys have anything to add, I guess we'll see everybody at the next one. And
I wish I would have learned goodbye and finish.
Yeah. Yeah, you always have something funny to say.
I don't know what goodbye and finish is.
You don't know what goodbye and finish is.
No, that's German.
No, that's German. I was gonna say also it's officially Friday the 13th now.
Yay!
And I also did.
Get your salt shakers up.
Yeah, I also wanted to say everybody have a good Valentine's Day.
Yes,
I was hoping to do a trivia thing. I had made an overlay for it, but we never. I don't know that I really have time to do that right now, but it's pretty soon we need to do a trivia, and we need to do something for the 1 million views yet. So that's coming as well.
Oh, yeah.
There. V says it's au revoir if you're in French, saying it in French. So there.
Yes.
Au revoir. Good night. Everybody
I
have a
can-
good weekend. And
Let's say happy Lupercalia, everyone.
I
Yeah.
don't know what it is, but okay.
Yeah. Get your goat
Adios.
pelts out. Get your goat pelts out. Get your whips out. You know.
Bon nuit. Am I saying that right? All right. We were finish. B finish.
Finish.
It was in School Spirits. That's why we're talking
Yeah.
about it. But
B, do you happen to know what goodbye is in Finnish?
yeah. I know hasta la vista. Hasta la vista. Hasta la vista, baby. Adios and good night. No. Yeah. We'll say it in all different languages. But yeah, everybody have a good night. And we will see you later.
Oh.
All right. Good night, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.
Thanks. Have a good night, everybody.
Good night.
Bid you adieu,